Today's guest is Kage Expressos.
Welcome back to another episode of Tomorrow Thoughts, the podcast by Melanin and Expressos, which is me. Today's guest, as has been said, is my lovely baby, my boyfriend, Mr.
Kage Espressos.
It's your boy
Leave him.
Kage Sensei on Twitch, Jamaican Shacks in the Destiny world.
Oh shit! Haven't played
I
this in
have
so
a
long.
whole bunch of other names memorized, but I ain't gonna put you out like that. If I say, oh,
Thank
your
you.
Call of Duty name and shit.
Don't do that. I love you
I love you too.
though.
This episode's gonna be fun. I'm just gonna tell y'all this now. I'm gonna be grinning a lot. He is gonna keep chugging that drink because I'm stressful, but it's gonna be fun.
And not you. That's stressful.
And now you, it's
Not you.
life.
You know it.
All right.
We got 15 minutes to clock out of work.
So, hilarious thing. So he's very opposite of me. So I'm gonna let him tell y'all about himself, and then I'm gonna give y'all my version of who this man is. Baby, give us a little bio of your little baby. Little baby bio. It's a Bobby baby.
It's a Bobby baby. All right, yo. So check it here, yo.
Yo, kick it.
Check it. I mean, I'm bringing you into my world to let y'all know that it is your boy KageSenseii, aka Melanin and Espresso's Man's, BKA that nigga. Yo, wait, your friendly neighborhood Rastaman coming to your live. Woo! But no, a little bit about me. That is a good sip that you had. I'm glad. So I don't think me and Mel is that much different, but she's right. She is very entertaining. I am more like cut and dry. What, ma'am? You know,
Had to put the
it's
third neck
like
out there.
oh my lord. Listen. I unlocked the power of the fourth neck, so I'm not even going to show you that. See. All right,
Maybe
but
after we're married.
oh, hello. That's
Getting
Jesus, right?
freaky.
This, I'll take a shot to that.
Take a shot. God damn it.
Huh. So yes, about me. I am a semi-serious person. I love to play games. One might say Kage's play games, courtesy of Rick. But I'm sorry. Courtesy of Rick. But no, I'm just pretty chill, you know. I like to have fun, you know. Not saying Mel don't like to have fun.
I
I mean,
don't.
she loves having fun. Don't fucking lie to her. Don't let her lie to you.
I am boring as shit.
She ain't boring.
I like reading books upside down in the dark.
So tell that to the people that's viewing right now. Hello, chat. What do these do? I bet you, if you don't say hi back in this chat, I'm gonna find your ass.
It's the fact that you'll be watching this at work.
I will be. So I'm
Hi,
talking to my.
Kage at work.
Yo, what up, player? Listen, don't listen. When you watching this, you drank too much. I'm just letting you know. But I'm gonna say this. I'm very excited to be here, though. This was an honor to be a part of the podcast. The invite was so cute. It was so warming. It was welcoming. It legit. If you see it, it reminds you of
I
sitting
don't
in
show
front
them
of.
the invites, but y'all can if y'all want to.
Oh, I'm gonna show y'all the invite. You know what I'm saying? Just
I
let
made
me.
it to where it's personal. If you share it, I can't get mad, but like I'm not gonna put that moment
Man,
for
listen.
clout.
DM me, and I'll show you my invite. It reminds you of you. It reminds you of you sitting in front of a campfire, and you're just having a nice eggnog for Thanksgiving. I love eggnog too, especially the
Is
alcoholic
that when
ones.
you drink eggnog? I thought that was Christmas.
That was Christmas, but I
I
lived in a
understood.
yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
you're in the cold. I forget.
big
You're
cool.
like it's goddamn 80 degrees. Like, what you mean?
Hey, I wish it was 8 degrees, but yes,
Yeah, you
that
don't.
is me. I am a fun-loving piece of shit, and I'm not a piece of shit.
You're
We
not.
don't we don't self-deprecate here.
My chat rules apply here too. Yeah,
Yeah, so
sorry.
I do apologize. I'm gonna take a shot for that as punishment.
That's you. That's your bio.
That's that's it.
All right, I got it.
Anything else they could ask me personally, but I
I'm gonna
love
tell
y'all.
your business. This is my boyfriend. It's my baby. It's my schmoopy boopy in the streets, as people call him. Real dope ass individual. Hella great. If you like Destiny 2 raids, you committed to that shit. This is the guy that's gonna run with you. He might take a nap, but when he wakes up, he's ready to go. Warm, loving person, amazing individual. Swears to God he's not a Destiny sweat, but got this big ass shit plastered on his arm.
That's it.
Well, I'm not gonna say it's ever caused a fight between us, but I'm just saying, nigga got a big
We
ass
fight.
Destiny 2 tattoo, but don't want to call himself a Destiny sweat. But anyway, digress. Anyway, wonderful person. Like, very understanding. Cool ass nigga. Kept himself so low key, he sleeps on himself. That nigga sleeps so much because he sleeps on himself. Nigga is a bomb ass individual. Great content creator. Y'all should go look at his TikToks if you like game TikToks. That shit's
She
funny.
might tell you a joke, but she ain't gonna tell you a lie. Might tell you a joke, but she ain't gonna tell you a lie.
Nigga was the main one telling me I ain't never getting on TikTok. Now this nigga does nothing but spit TikToks back at me all day. I love that for you. You're like, I don't see how you be on TikTok for 4 hours. You don't
Now I
see how I
see.
can be on TikTok for 4 hours.
I
Shit, you
see.
watch one
No.
video, you end up on petty TikTok. Now you looking at the baby mama's mom's cousin's aunt sister's version of the same story you done seen 20 times. That's me. I don't even try and be on petty TikTok. Once I hear that one song, I'm like, let's go.
Listen, you in for a wild
Got me
ride.
feeling
I love
petty
I
as I
like
can
TikTok.
be.
I
Yes,
like
I got my
TikTok. I don't.
petty degree.
Listen,
PhD.
I like TikTok. I just don't like when I'm trying to send you like messages. They're like, hey, you can't send this. Why? It bothers our
You sitting up there
community.
trying to talk to me like we in a personal chat, and they like, we don't know if you know her, and we're gonna protect this woman. You be sitting up there, that's
Yeah,
my woman's.
exactly.
All
It's
right.
me. Mwah.
Mwah.
Yes.
Okay, so it's fun how many ways this episode can go. Would you? I noticed when I look back at my VODs and I look back at these videos, I feel like I talk too much personally, but it's because I know you guys. And so I have a
Mhm.
tendency of like if I know it's something that you may not be comfortable with, or it might be something that could cause a hang up, I'll be like, oh, let's skirt away, skirt away, skirt away. But I gotta let y'all, let y'all say that, Y'all
Mhm.
grown. Y'all gonna tell me
Mhm.
like, Mel, shut the fuck up. Like, mm-hmm,
Nah.
okay.
I have a little bit more respect for my baby. Well, more respect for my baby. Um, sorry for that.
This already happens.
Fi- Fire away. Like
All right.
if there's something that you want to know.
My question for you. Uh would you like to describe how we met?
Oh shit.
And we can tell the full story if you want to, or we could keep it cute. It's up to you. I'm not.
No,
It's my
no,
podcast. I don't give
fuck
a
that.
fuck.
Fuck
Fuck that bitch. Doom,
that.
doom.
So for safety precautions, we will be.
Hilariously though,
Uh-huh.
no one's heard the story from your side, so this is
Really?
gonna be fun. Hold on, let me get comfortable.
Oh shit. Go ahead. Girl, get comfortable. You're about to hear something you'd never heard before. Baby, not the usual.
Don't drink it like that.
I'm not
Drink
breaking
it
in
every
line.
day.
Uh, so, to my knowledge, me, Kage, Sensei, Kage Espressos. Um, Me and Mel met in the weirdest of ways. When I say weirdest of ways, for me.
On a dating site
um on a dating site,
that people
not
swear
Twitch,
is not a dating site.
not Twitch, but not Twitch. Um,
It was Twitch.
I know, not Twitch, but not Twitch. You know
Plenty
what I'm
of
saying?
Twitch.
You know what I mean? Hello,
Okay, okay,
POT,
Twitch.
POT. So from what I've heard and what I've gathered, Mel met me indirectly through a stream that was. I'm sorry. Am I not saying that
I
right?
ain't say shit, brother. I'm letting you talk.
You let me talk. All
I'm
right
letting you
now. Go
talk, brother.
ahead.
I ain't
Go
say
ahead
nothing,
now.
brother.
So what happened was there was a
Mm-hmm.
Matt. Sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. No, but there was an illegal stream. There was a pirated stream that I was involved in. You know what I'm saying? There was a certain individual that, not going to say didn't get views, but they relied on my personality to 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 expand their brand. That rhymes. Um, so Mel heard me, and I didn't know who Mel was, nor did I know that he was streaming. And I didn't know this until Mel told me. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to. No?
I lost a finger.
Oh, don't do it. Boom, you can have mine. It's gonna be a little bit darker, longer.
I could use it.
Hello. How are you? No, but fast forward. Like, it was a stream that took place, and then Mel heard my voice, heard what I sound like. She said, "Hey, that nigga crazy. I like what I hear."
Not
So
wrong.
not wrong,
Not
but I
wrong,
ain't right.
but you're not right.
All right now. And then down the line, I get invited to a Discord that had Mel in there. Now
Hmm.
again, I didn't know who Mel was. I was
But I knew who
invited.
you were.
She knew who I was.
I was like, oh,
It's like, oh, that's that nigga. I'm like, oh yeah. So I'm like,
chop.
okay. Now if I'm veering away, you better tell me. You better tell me like really back if I'm, or like
You're
get
doing
the
good.
story. Okay.
This is your account of the story. I'm gonna do my synopsis at the end. It's fine.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
I
Cool.
want to
Cool.
hear.
Cool.
I
Cool.
kind of want to hear how you think this shit went down.
How you think it went down, but how it really went down. So, question to you before I continue: like, do
Mhm.
I tell like the nitty gritty nasty, like not the nasty, but like the
I
nook
like
and
them nasty. Hmm.
ooh, I tell like the little bit of the.
You can tell what you want to tell. This is your story. I can't censor
Oh,
you unless you're gonna be like Mel was busting ass on the like. Don't do all that. But
pussy popping on the handstand. Hey, but yeah,
you know, I grew up on tip drill. Okay. No.
oh, listen, that's BT, that's BET at night. You wouldn't know about that,
At night.
young at night, young viewers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers still had school in the morning. Me too, but I still watch. Okay, anyway.
I ain't got no
So
panties on. I ain't got no panties on. I ain't got no
so what
panties on. Oh, damn.
so,
Take the
so what
panties
happened
off.
was I go away. So what happened was is that motherfucking I get into this Discord. We I'm introducing myself and shit like that, and there was an individual there. I'm not gonna name no names, but I wish I had a fucking thing. But anyway,
A
it's
sticky
gonna be
note.
person. I wish I had a sticky note, but I don't right now. Um, we're gonna call Mel person B because she's the baddest. She's the baddest there is. We're gonna call the other person A. So I guess,
Are you gonna remember that? Cause I just did. Never mind.
well, what's all
I just
right? You know what? Fuck it.
hold
Fuck
on.
it. We're
I
gonna
just called him China.
fuck it. We're
It
gonna
was a
say
little
Mel.
easier.
We're gonna say Mel Twinkle Toes. Mel Twinkle Toes. That's it. No,
No, that's fine.
Mel Twinkle Toes Bell Pepper or Crow.
Bell pepper's fine.
Bell Pepper's fine. Good. Condiment. Okay, no. But anyway, so how we met. There was something that was said amongst Bell Pepper, Mel, and Twinkle Toes. And I'm not saying that it wasn't true, But it was a thing that was said through Bell Pepper. Wasn't through my own mouth, but it's like, you kind of hate that when people speak for you. That that I don't deal with long distance relationships because I had one in the past. Didn't work out, but that's a story for another day. But anywho's this. It was a situation where Twinkle Toes and Mel, not gonna say we're both in the DMs. I'm never gonna say that shit. But one was into polygamy. Disclaimer: it's not Mel, and the other one was Mel, being a goddamn monogamous beauty that she is. Now, how you live your life is how you live your life. You know what I mean? If you want two headaches or three headaches in one household, that's on you. I ain't gotta deal with that. I got one headache in that, and she's right here. Or right here. Wherever I am in the stream, she's right here. Or here. But that's my baby. That's mine. I love her. Here, this way, that way. I love her. She's mine. I'm right now. You know what I mean? But fast forward, there was an incident. There was an incident that has taken place where lies has been said, not about me, but lies has been said, caused a big fracture in friendships because not for nothing, I came back to Bell Pepper, which was my homeboy for many, 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 many motherfucking years. He was my homeboy, but we stopped talking because of a situation that happened prior to this situation. So another situation happened where he was on some bullshit talking to Twinkle Toes while having a girlfriend and also talking to Mel. But Mel didn't fucking know that he had a significant other, nor did she know that he was talking to Twinkle Toes, which was also, they were Twinkle Toes and Mel that was like really, 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 really close, like closer than white on rice, closer than the starch on a fucking macaroni. But anyway, I digress. But a situation had happened, and it caused a strain in, caused a fracture in all manners of like relationships. Just like he was my homeboy, and he didn't tell me he was on some fuck shit. Because if he was on some fuck shit, he would have told me about this. I'm like, yo, you gotta like chill because you got a whole woman at home. Granted, she wasn't right for him, but that's neither my whatever. But Mel came at me hard, not in a good way. Y'all niggas know what the fuck I'm talking about. She came at me hard and not in a good way. But I had to like tell her, like, I didn't know shit about shit. You know,
You gotta
I
say,
ain't,
you gotta explain it to the people that don't know what that means.
oh, came at me hard.
Yeah, because some people be
She
like,
was
that sounds like a pretty good idea to me.
that's why I said not in a good way. But no, like, no, she didn't piss in my face. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. No. So what happened
Squirt is
was
not piss, and I did not do that. Okay.
she did not, because I haven't even met her yet. I haven't even met her yet. But she came at me hard in the sense of you, like paraphrasing, like you motherfucking bitch.
You missed the part where I was already crying.
I was trying to keep you gangster.
No, I wasn't. I was sobbing like, you fucking knew.
Yeah, like you fucking knew. I
Fucking
ain't no
knew. You
shit.
suck.
I ain't no shit.
To the
I just
sounds of fucking Houston traffic in the background.
oh,
Just pacing
shit.
around. What is that sound? That's me walking in the rain. What?
Like
That
I
was a good day.
legit. It was not for me. It was not because I was confused. You know what I mean? I was fucking confused because I'm just sitting here like, yo, like you fucking knew that these niggas was talking, and she was pretty much like, you in on it too. I'm like, nigga, I don't know shit. I had to like explain, like, like, yo, me and this nigga got cool, but it wasn't like yeah, we cool, bro. Nah, like, bro, dude was dude was really out for some. He was doing everything for a little bit of change, and he was just doing whatever for a little bit of fucking stain and shit, a little bit of respect or some kind of I don't know what the fuck he was on at the time. But Mel came at me was just like, you fucking knew he was doing this shit and this shit. You with the shits too. I'm like, I don't fucking know what the fuck going on, bro. This is the same nigga who, instead of just saying that he's friends with with this woman from their neck of the woods, him and his homeboy, they just like, oh yeah, that's Kage's friend. Nigga, I don't even fucking like that woman that y'all talking about. So it's like immediately, it just hit a switch in my head. Was just like, damn. So you out here cheating on your girl that you currently living with for somebody else. Like you out here taking trips to the next state over, and then you trying to rope me into y'all nonsense. Like, nah, boy. But after a couple months of like, well, weeks, I would say weeks, it wasn't that bad. But after a couple of weeks of like groveling to Mel and saying, like, hey, I ain't like that nigga, man. Like I'm sorry. I ain't like that nigga. Like, I'm not that man. Like, that is not who I am, bro. Like, I didn't know shit about shit. I'm legit just came into this nigga life. Just came back into this. I walked back into this nigga life like a father after 18 years of getting milk. And then I left maybe like two. The nigga was dating an uncle fucker. Now you quiet because it's true. Now go ahead. Now I know you heard that shit from Mel. I'm gonna tell you, but that's a different story.
It's a
That
good
was
story.
before. That's a good story,
That
but
was a
that was
good time of
before.
us becoming friends, and
I'm
that's
in the
when we
fucking
started talking to each other like personally in the DMs. Like, yeah, them niggas
yeah.
is talking in chat. We gonna have our own conversation over here.
Yo,
That bitch fuck her uncle.
speaking of DMs, and this is just funny to me. Yeah, for real. I'm not gonna lie to you. If y'all ever in this situation, please, for the life of God, yo, just make sense of the shit yourself. Because I got lucky. I got lucky. The reason why I got lucky because I didn't like that polygamy shit. So when the bullshit happened, no, listen, man. I see you looking at me.
I ain't say
I see you.
nothing.
I, I see you. See me. See you. So the reason why I say that is because before the bullshit happened, before the happening happened, I had gotten a text from Twinkle Toes saying, "Don't believe anything Mel says." And then the moment I got that fucking message, I got in a fucking I don't know if I even got in a call or a text, but I know I heard her voice and said, "You fucking knew," type shit. And I'm like, yo, I know shit. What happened? Yeah. But after that, after that portion of the shit, me and Mel starts talking, start getting to know each other more. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. It's not a fucking love story. It's not a fucking love story. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga friend
Mel,
zone me immediately.
listen,
Immediately.
listen. It's not a love story.
Nigga
We're gonna
fat
just
and Toby would however the fuck you say his last name to me. I do
I,
not want her. She just kept coming around, boy.
that was the thing.
They did a documentary, and pretty much the entire documentary, it's like I want to say it's 2 hours long. Toby's just like, I ain't want her ass. She just kept coming around. And he like the entire documentary, I did not want her, I did not like her, I didn't find her attractive. And then she's just like she's greasing his scalp and talking and shit. And he's just like, I did not want her ass. And she was just like, well, now we're together. And I'm like,
Big.
fat, run. Take the kids and run. That don't sound like he don't love you, girl.
Nah, man.
Pretty much made
I,
you
I
sound like you was the best of a bad situation, fat. I don't like that for you.
yeah. Honestly,
You my favorite part of
man.
most of
Listen,
his songs.
honestly, that's
Okay.
I got to listen to their songs. Honestly, I think I tuned in on Darrow Stream and listened to a song of theirs.
Mm.
It was very creative, very well
The
choreographed.
one with the piano and the green
I don't
jacket.
know. I think that might have been it.
That's his favorite one to play.
Oh shit.
I think, and then Thick's outro music is also them, and his
Oh
fast
shit.
part.
Oh,
If we
okay.
see, ba, ay, we on fire, fire.
That's the one. I love that song. Love
I
that
know,
song. Love
I
that.
know, I know you do. I got
Okay.
you.
Okay.
I was like, you've heard their music. It's just the parts that you would know. That's what I had to think of. I was like, you know that part.
That's my shit right
But no,
there.
keep
See?
talking. I'm listening.
Yeah. So
This
like,
is not a love story. You're all right,
it's not.
because
This is
this is
not a
not
love.
where the love started.
This is not
Well,
like
for you.
for me. I was in a place where I was a hermit. I was a hermit. I was definitely on some shit like I didn't want to deal with nobody. I see you.
I'm trying to get comfortable. I'm in the regular chair. That's why. And I put a
Oh,
pillow. I didn't put a pillow down. So part of me is like meaty part of ass. Meet other meaty part of ass.
let me clock out of work
Please do.
before I
No worries.
yeah.
While we have
'Cause
this moment and I have your attention, hello stream. How y'all doing? I'm
I,
Mel. Thank you, baby. Um, hope you ate today. I know it's early. We be watching this shit early as fuck. I hope you ate. Hope you at least drink water. Be nice to yourself. If you gotta pee, go pee. Do not hold that in. You're gonna fuck up your bladder. Okay. Um,
hold that shit.
Usually we do these on Mondays, so hopefully you are like planning on something fun to do this weekend. I was supposed to go to the Renaissance Festival this weekend, but I don't think I'm gonna go. But I hope
Why
that you
not?
find something.
Why not?
Multiple
Well,
reasons. I'll tell you later.
got you.
Multiple reasons.
I
Not just the
understand.
main reason.
No, I understand. I understand.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot. Um, be nice to yourself. I love you. You cute or whatever. I saw that thing you did with your hair the other day, and I know you thinking like nobody noticed. I noticed. You cute or whatever. Bad
Oh, this
bitch.
here,
I
right?
love your hair. I love that you so cute.
Yeah, where my sponge at?
Guys, we went on a little virtual day one day. This nigga came out of nowhere, had his hair sponged up. He ain't never did that shit before. I was like,
Ever.
oh, boy.
My shit nappy. My shit be a nappy nap. I'm trying to grow my hair out, so
Ooh, I could learn how to twist men hair. That'd be fun.
you could, yeah. Listen, like honestly, you can do that, and then before you know it, you can be able to, be able to
Could learn
dread
how
it
to.
up.
I don't know about dreads. I was just gonna practice cornrow and shit like that.
Not like legit dreads is like easy.
Is it just
It's like
twist
it's legit, just like it's legit twist.
or braid out? Could I just braid it? And I don't know how the actual pattern starts. Because I
So
was told you could just do the twist and let them lock.
you can no, that's what it is. You do twist just like how it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let it twist. Um, they would have to get it done like every week, depending on depending on how well they keep their hair. And
Would you want
after
big
that,
twist or would you want yours to be big dreads or the thin kind? Or
I
you want
think
free? What's that shit called?
I'm not no not no free
Free
form.
form?
Nope, nope,
You don't
not
want to
dealing
look
with
like you're
that.
from Miami?
Nope.
What do they call
I'm good.
theirs? Twigs?
I don't know what they call this shit, but it ain't what I like. Promise you that.
Look like my
Promise.
little palm tree. Okay, back to your
Oh,
story.
this is what Mel made me. She made me a little rude boy alien thing this year. And watch him detach. Hello, watch him. He said hi. Oh, hold up. He said hi. I don't know if you can see like little patches and stuff because she do the little patches even behind the ears
I did.
for the vitrilagos that I have. You know what I'm saying? But it's all right. Hey, listen, that's love right there. And I have some other things too. I
Don't
have
you go around the
listen. I'm gonna do that, but I don't want y'all. I don't want y'all to be nosy and see like, oh, this nigga got a bed. Like, yeah, I got a bed. I sleep in
This nigga sleep.
this nigga be big sleep. He really for real.
Are you gonna finish your story, babe?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish my story. I'm gonna finish. So, Mel caught me at a time in my life where I was like legit abused in a sense of like um situationships. Yeah, young kids would call it. Yeah, young kids would call it situationship. Where I was in a situationship for like 2 3 years, and in the beginning it masked itself as a budding relationship, but when I had asked, like, hey, what are we? Because dudes ask, what are we?
It's a good question
Now
to ask.
it is the good question to ask.
Save a lot of
God,
time.
it really does save a lot of time, and I get told time and time again, like, I at the time it was just like, I want to do this or I want to do this, like that person's trying to prepare themselves for a relationship, which is, if there's any young viewers out there that are going through this situation, if a person tells you, oh, I just want to get skinny, or I want to gain weight, or I want to do this first or that first. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. 9 times out of 10, you ain't that guy. You're not that guy. Because I
Or
wasn't
gal.
that guy. Or gal. I'm talking about for the men's.
Oh,
Because
you said
I'm
young
talking about for the
people. You were
young
inclusive in the
people.
beginning of the speech.
I'm sorry. Well, young people, men, women, they, thems, it, whatever you are. I respect you enough to tell you, if a person ever tells you, like, yo, if a person's like, oh, I want to do this, want to do that before I get in a relationship, you better fucking run. Pack up your heart before you get hurt. Because at the end of the day, you could be in a situation like myself where you become a fucking shut in. And then you have a person like Mel. Not guaranteed a person like Mel will come into your life. Not guaranteed. I just happen to be fucking lucky because of fuck nigga shit. Because of fuck nigga shit. But Mel came into my life. And because I have been molded in a certain way of like my past relationships and stuff like that, I pretty much was like doing the same thing as they were doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and Mel was talking every day. And when I say every day, I mean every day. Like, nigga, I would wake up in the morning, text her like, hey, beautiful, how you doing, baby? We call each other pet names and everything. Like, how you doing, baby? Oh, I love you. I miss you. Well, I ain't say I love you yet, but I said I missed you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I said all these nice, sweet things and X, Y, Z, and then when
He
we
was
first,
running game on me. That's all it was.
I wasn't running game because I didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just confused with the shit.
Had the cutest of nicknames in that stage.
Hey now, banana bread, green bean, all the
Mm-hmm.
names.
Nigga knew
Oh,
me when I had green hair. I was living my alternative girl fantasy.
come on now. I was living for that shit. But not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I finally got to meet Mel, and also with the first meetup, it wasn't easy either because I was scared of fucking getting COVID. And guess what the fuck happened? Your boy got fucking COVID
Before
like a
the trip.
motherfucker before the fucking trip. Like, I was like, damn, this is what this is. This shit hurt.
Not on the trip.
Yeah,
Before
yeah,
the trip. Like two
before the
months
trip.
before the trip.
Yeah, around there and shit. I was like, yo, real shit. I had
Nigga
gotten
did
the
all
vid.
this. No, I can't. We can't meet now. We can't meet then. We can't
Damn
meet.
you, man.
Nigga did all that damn shit talking. Got fucking COVID. Then gonna look at me like, I guess we gotta push the meetup. Cause
Just gotta push.
I got COVID.
Listen, it was a fight from the very fucking beginning. You know what I'm saying? It was just like not a healthy fight, but it was a fight nonetheless. You know what I mean? Mel have shown me that she fought. You know what I mean? Like, and that's one thing that I try not to neglect. That fact, like, she fought. She went from friend betrayal to motherfucking me fighting a relationship. Like, it's like I'm not gonna say like she was. Listen, if anything, if anything,
Mm-hmm.
as of today, I'm the munch. I'm the munch. Not gonna do it. I told you I ain't gonna do it.
I saw you reaching over too.
Like, God, damn it. But no, we met up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we we serviced each other in a sense of like, hey, hey, you laughing, but I'm serious. You laughing, but I'm serious.
Don't say it
In a
like
sense,
that.
listen, all right, we didn't service each other.
Because it sounds like
We
we were robots and we were just like, yeah, I'm gonna crank you up. Crank you.
listen, listen. I understand. All right, fine. A better way to put this. we met up,
Mm-hmm.
and we met up for the first time.
Word.
I was nervous. She was cool, calm, and collected like a fucking cucumber. 'Cause, you know
Cucumber.
what I'm saying? Cucumber. You know what I'm saying? Put
Cucumber.
it. Hey, we ain't gonna do Maki B like that. You know, watch it. But I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was nervous because I'm just like, it's my first time.
I was nervous.
Yeah,
I
you
got on
you
a
played.
plane for you.
I got
I
on the
didn't.
plane
When
for
we
you.
first met, I didn't even sleep, and not my normal not sleep. Like I was up for about 36 hours at the point.
See, I slept too much, so I took your sleep from you.
You did.
I was just like, listen, because in my head I'm just like, yo, what if I meet her, and then like she sees like the little patches on my skin, like legit. These are like honest
I'm
fucking like.
listening. I'm not
I
invalidating
know,
your experience. I'm listening.
I I, I know. This is more so for the chat.
Oh, I
Hey, hey, hey. Okay. I was just like, in my head, I was just like, yo, like, what if she sees me and she's just like, oh, this nigga's
back, you beast.
just like, don't touch me with your nose, you motherfucker.
It's
Like,
because that
what?
contagious.
Yo, for real. Because in my head, I'm just like, I finally came to the realization that there was something going on with my skin. Because at first it started off on my forearm and I thought I was ashy. So then it started to spread, and then I got these. Well, I don't think these was here when you not when nah, these wasn't here. But I know behind my ears they were there. So I was just like, shit, what if she looked behind my head like, oh, this nigga got fucking skin missing. This nigga got skin missing.
Do you think you're the first person I met with vitiligo?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
You're
Sorry.
not.
Oh, see,
You're not.
how do
I
I
done
want
been
to say?
around people with burn victims. I done been around people with skin grafts. I done been around people with this missing pigment. I've been around fucking tritonal motherfuckers. You're fine. You're beautiful. Like legit, guys. When I say this, I mean this dead serious. This man has the most prettiest skin up close. When you meet him, don't touch his face. That nigga
You
looks like
don't.
somebody took fudge frosting, melted it, and just spread it. You know how you be watching them cake videos and they just drop it. That shit. That nigga skin is beautiful.
You gotta be sweating.
With
I
the
be hot.
little pieces of vanilla frosting in there. Oh man, we looking the fuck at that nigga. Just.
Are you trying to fill out? You trying to fill out my beard, Joe? Trying to fill out my beard,
I
Joe?
mean, look at all the success that I have. Your beard
No,
was not like that when we
I
first
had
met.
nothing over here.
That nigga literally just had here and here. I'm filling it in, baby, trip by trip. By the time
Trip
we
by
live together, your
trip.
ass gonna look like James Harden, baby. I got you.
Hey, listen, you better let know.
Lelo. I know. I
Yeah, hey,
got
listen,
you.
I need a
I wish I
tune up.
could show it before and after, like before meal, after
Oh,
meal.
after listen, before man, I was a mess. But now, like, when it came to the trip, like, I learned a lot about myself and a lot about what I was doing, and Mel made that apparent. Like, Mel. If anything, Mel made it a fucking apparent that what I was doing was fucking wrong.
I'm just keep
She was just
applying
like,
lip gloss.
"Whew, go ahead though." Mel made it known that what I was doing was wrong. Pretty much doing this whole baby names and shit like that. We ain't even a thing type shit. And she had said this shit a couple of times. And I'm looking at you, Daryl, if you in here. I'm looking at you.
Watch that
Because
nigga just wake up. I'm like, what the fuck did I do?
right now, either you're waking up or you going
Going
to
to
the
sleep.
bathroom. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. 'Cause I remember your ass. You gonna kick me because I like motherfucking pancakes in this bitch or waffles. I forgot
I've
which
told
one.
Daryl this a million times. You caused so many issues in my situationship with
I
that.
did. I did. I
This
did. It's
nigga
just
argued me down. Who the fuck is this nigga? Oh, so
yeah.
he
I did.
so he's your husband? Also, for the
Yeah.
people that be like, when was Daryl your husband? When I was starting to talk to Kage, I was still married to Daryl, technically in the Twitterverse.
I'm
That's how
watching you.
long both these niggas have been in my life.
I'm watching you, Daryl. You ain't gonna leave me, my nigga. You my friend for now. You my best friend for now. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. You my
He's
best.
my best friend.
Okay, fine. Don't worry about it. You're my best friend too. But no.
It sucks because that actually works like, oh.
like you know what I'm saying. You had told me like what I was doing was wrong, and I cried. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I cried in front of Mel plenty of times, like maybe like 3 or 4
In
times
my lap.
in my ear because it's like when you hear something, like when you're like just not thinking of anything, right, and you just hear something, and what that person says or what you hear, it just rings and it resonates in your body. It's just like, all right, listen, this is what's going on. This ain't that. And she ain't say it like that. Like, she said something else, but I can't recall it at the time. But she has said something that stuck with me. And then I know I cried on the bed. I don't give a fuck. Real men cry. Real men cry. I don't give a shit what nobody fucking say. You gotta stop the stigma of like men not having emotions and shit. But anyway, um, I cried and shit. I was just like, yo. And I told her I was sorry. I am. You know what I mean? Like and like maybe like shortly after our trip, forgot when exactly we came back, but shortly after our trip, that's when I was just like, hey, you wanna be my girl? You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to be my baby or whatever. Well, it wasn't like that though. It was more so like, me really coming to the realization that, what I did was
That
actually
was
fucking
not how
wrong.
you asked me at all.
I know, I know. I think I was probably crying that day too.
You scared the shit out of me. I was asleep. Nigga woke me up out of my
Listen,
sleep.
note to self, get them while they sleep. They can't say no.
Nigga hit me. That was back when I used to go to sleep before 8, damn near. The nigga, hey, wake up. I was having a whole nightmare. I'm over here crying in my damn sleep. This nigga go wake me up. Hey, I got something important to ask you. Can we do this in the morning? I had a bad night. No, right now. It's like 11 o'clock. It was literally midnight for you, 11 o'clock for me.
I probably had work that day too.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, listen, fuck this. So note to self, if you got a girl you trying to ask out,
Don't do
ask her when
that.
she's coming up. Ask her at a bad night. Be like,
Ask her
yo, you
during a
call her?
nightmare phase.
Yeah, exactly. Like that, like you up? Yeah, I'm sleeping. Were you having a nightmare? Yeah, why? You be
I
my
got something.
girlfriend? Yeah, I got something important to ask you. Like, what? What's going on? Would
Most
you be my
girls would hung up. I was more concerned because your ass is like, I got something important to ask you, and it's stressed me. You sounded like you was going through it on the other end, so I felt like Marvin's Room was playing, but I couldn't hear it.
Oh no. I don't like. I hate Drake. I fucking hate Drake so much. You don't have to have a reason to hate Drake. You just do. When he did that fucking Fidem, so what that song was, whatever song that was, and he said Fidem, I'm like, when, when did you,
The
whatever?
Caribbeans against Drake, I get it.
Yes. Well, not all, just me. When he said Fidem, though, I was like, that's my last straw. But yes, um, Mel says yes. A weight lifted off of my fucking shoulders, and we've had our ups and downs since then. I'm not saying that they're bad ups and they're bad like like I'm not gonna say that they're good ups and bad downs. It's just that we both sat there and like told ourselves like we came uh, a certain type of family structure. You know what I'm saying? We came from a certain type of family structure. You know, some things made sense to her, some things didn't make sense to me.
We have two different ideologies of thought.
We do.
Like,
When I
I
first
love
met
philosophy. We have two different ways of thinking completely.
you,
Our
we really
rationals are two different rationals.
two different rationals. And it's like, and that's the thing about us though. It's like I want to know what you're thinking about, and you want to sometimes
I
know
know
what
what I
I'm
know what
talking.
you're feeling.
Yeah. Because sometimes when I tell you sometimes when I tell you what I'm feeling, you're like,
Is that
you're
really
just
what
too
you're feeling?
logical, Mike. Get out of here.
I do.
That's
That's literally all our things are. You'd be like, why do you feel that way? Why do you think that way? Like that's literally our arguments is you're like, well, why would they do that? Well, don't you understand how they feel? Like it's because they feel this way. And you're just like, no, that's not they wouldn't do that because of feelings. You do things because no, you do things out of feelings.
true.
Nobody thinks logical in these times, boy.
Man, listen, that may be true, but when it comes to our relationship, I'm still growing.
Me too.
Yes, and I think that in order for a relationship to prosper, you both have to, or however relationship you guys got, you both have to be willing to.
The participants.
The participants, there you come. Yeah, thank you. You all have to be willing to grow as a unit. You can't just be one person growing and then the other person being stagnant, because that's what causes a lot of problems. You know what I'm saying? Mel taught me a lot. You know, I told Mel, even like just randomly, I'm not gonna say I tell her all the time. Like I tell her, like, yo, listen, I learned more from you than I did in any of my fucking relationships. Any, because it's like I didn't know anything about love languages. There was 5 love languages, but then there's more to
I was about
just
to say
five.
the book is close.
The book's very close. Pick up the book.
I
Sponsor that book.
I want to like stop the thing because it's right. It's somewhere right here.
Yeah,
I have the
yeah.
other book. I have the enmeshment book. I have that on my
Listen,
desk from the last episode.
listen. That book right there, I've read maybe halfway. I have to repurchase that book
You do.
because what happened? Yeah, I have
You
to repurchase it.
regifted it.
I have no, no, no,
You want me to bring
no,
mine when I see you, and you can have mine?
no. Keep that book.
I
Keep
mean,
that.
okay.
If you're done with the
Oh,
book,
maybe I finished it.
all right, then pass it down this way.
Yeah,
I didn't. I didn't.
I read the book. Unlike everybody else, I didn't told to read this book.
I
When
read it.
things get hard, I don't stop on books. Okay,
Listen, I read
that book will
halfway.
read you to filth, though.
Yeah, it did because they read that I was going through some enmeshment shit, and I still do. But I read like halfway through the book, and then what happened was I had that book in my backpack.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
onion.
yes, onion boy. And there was an onion in that fucking book. Now I didn't know that there was an onion in my backpack, and I had that book in the backpack with the onion there for months. And I would grab the backpack like, yo, this shit smell funky. And then I happened to like, look inside the backpack like, yo, what's that smell? So it's like a legit onion that rotted twice over.
He used to work
And
in
the
a kitchen. I should throw that
and
in.
I
He used to work
yeah,
in a kitchen in the back of the house kitchen.
yeah.
Because
So it's
I
like,
know somebody's like, what the fuck was the onion doing in his backpack?
listen, I cook. I like to cook. If I love you, I will cook for you. If I don't love you,
I will cook
I
for
might I will still cook for you because this is a business and
you.
you don't gotta love the people you fucking cook for. But I love Mel. So I cook for Mel. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's something that she wants in particular, then of course I will make something in particular for Mel. She likes wings, honey barbecue. I made her wings, honey barbecue. If she wants spaghetti, I will make her spaghetti. Why? I ain't no goddamn simp. I ain't no munch. I just know what Mel puts up with. So what Mel puts up with, she fucking gets in return. Just saying, I ain't fucking perfect. So I just give her what she asks. That's that's like less than $20 just to make a fucking smile on her face.
I'm the most cheapest person to cook for, I think.
Well, hold up now.
Am I? What's my most expensive meal?
No, no, you are the cheapest. But the
Oh,
most expensive meal that I made for you was curry goat.
yeah.
But
That
that
was more for
wasn't like,
you. That was for me to
yeah, yeah.
taste and for you to eat.
That was for exactly. You know what I'm saying?
You were like, I hope you don't like it, but if you do, there's more.
There's more. That was a $13 bite. I'm just letting you know. It
I
was a
know.
13.
I know.
Nah, but
But
for
you
real,
ate
I
it, so
don't.
that's all that matters.
Hey, listen, I love me some curry
Damn, all
goat,
my meals I like are cheap ones.
and that's fine. Simplicity is key. Simplicity is key. Now, if you find
Next
yourself
time, be
in a
like, I want gold crusted, blah blah blah, with the herb crusting and the blah blah blah. I'm gonna come up with an expensive meal eventually.
don't
Is
worry,
lasagna? Lasagna's not expensive. I know that one.
lasagna is more expensive.
Yay!
I'm gonna make you lasagna when I see you again.
Yeah, we got to do it at the beginning of the trip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be the first meal of the day. First meal, I'm gonna make you some lasagna.
So funny story. He didn't. I don't eat a lot, but there's certain things my neurodivergent brain really loves. Like lasagna. I don't care how many times a day. I don't care what time of the day. I don't care if I'm supposed to be asleep. I don't care about calories or anything when it comes to lasagna. I'm gonna eat it. Um, Kage made lasagna, and this is my serving size of lasagna, right? This nigga gave me this amount and looked at me like, what? And I'm like, more. Man looked at me like, what are you doing? I piled my plate high, right? Walked to his room, sat on his bed cross legged, and just was tearing that shit up. And he was just looking at me like, you
Moss.
want more? I was like, well, if you're
Moss.
going in the kitchen, now you can give me the serving size you was trying to give me, like 2 of those. Thank you. I'm just sitting, and then it was like, I think I took a nap. Woke up, took something to go.
Man, listen.
I had to leave it when I left. I was so pissed.
I ate it for in your honor.
I
I
don't
ate it in your
care. It's
honor.
the fact that you ate it in front of me. I got home. This nigga knocked out on Discord, woke up, ate my lasagna in my face. In my fucking face.
Man, listen.
You know what the
I
funny
gotta.
thing about us?
What's
Going
up?
back to your story of like us. This is my I'm gonna give my friendly synopsis to it all.
I'm listening.
The situation with Twinkle Toes, it sucked. It sucked because just the same way you got that text, it was like, shit was said to me. And what you call that nigga? Bell Pepper was on some
Yeah.
like Bell Pepper hit me with shit like, oh, woe is me. I'm the darkness and the clouds and blase blase, right? He went into a self-lamenting mode of like just life is sorrow and pain. And it got to a point where those were like my 2 closest friends at the time on Twitch. So on Lala's episode we talk about it. Due to all that shit over there, it was hard to trust on Twitch, and it was very hard for me to trust virtual friends, the actual aspect of friends on the internet. And so with you, it sucked because on top of us talking and like hanging out and talking every day, it was like, damn, I'm losing everybody because at that stage, see, I can talk about it on this episode because what was going on prior.
Hello.
We met 2019. Of kind of. We didn't get to talking like daily shit 2020. 2019 is when I met Twinkle Toes and them. 2017 December is when D passed. And so 2018 I don't remember. 2019 was the first time I was trying to socialize again. I was going out with my real life friends. Wasn't doing good at it, but I made friends on the internet, and that was me kind of like, I'm doing stuff, talking to people. I'm not just, sitting in the room in silence. Also at that time, I got Nubia 2019. I got my
Don't
niece
like
had
me. Just don't like me.
she don't like anybody. She literally likes 4 people, and 3 of us lived in this house. Tux just damn near was here every fucking day during the pandemic. Tux lived damn near in this house, spent the night and everything. Like, motherfucker would literally pick me. I think at one point me and Tux hung out every fucking day. Cause there would be days where I talk to you and I'd be hanging out with Tux. But 2019, my niece 2018, like towards the end of that's when my niece moved out the house, which was the first time my niece didn't live with me. So from, let's say 2 to, I think she was about 5.5 then. It was right before her birthday. They moved out on some bullshit. And so I lost D. I lost my connection to Journey. I lost friends. And Twitch was literally like, Twitch and Discord became what helped me to be in this house. Because as I've said before, this house is not always the most easiest place to be.
Facts.
Though it is my childhood home, it used to be my favorite place in the world. This place was magical. I used to write papers on this house. Hopefully no one ever finds those papers because it has my actual address on them. But this was one of those places that, you know how you just say that's home, right?
Yeah. It was
and
a gateway.
it started getting less homey. And then I had Discord, and I didn't even have a computer at that time. I think I was using a HP Pavilion, and my phone. And at that time, my phone was a Motorola It's a phone you would give it's a smartphone you would give a grandparent. It's a chunky motherfucker too. It's right in that bag. I will grab it in a second. But when I lost them, it sucked
Yeah.
because they were close. And then I was like, fuck. You know who's a part of this? That nigga you just started talking to, which is the first nigga you're talking to that you're actually trying to give a chance after the passing of your, fiance. So I'm like, ee, boy, that hurt. And the situation that he's being nice and not mentioning this, but Twinkle Toes had came to my city to meet. We met during a really gay ass weekend. It was Valentine's Day weekend. Like the time it's like maybe 4 days before Valentine's Day, which originally she was coming down here because I had court 4D and she was supposed to be coming to support me because my mom wasn't coming originally. And so I was freaking out. I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm sorry, I forgot y'all could see me. My mom wasn't going, so I needed somebody to go with me because I didn't want to go by myself because at that time things were very shaky with my in-laws, and me and my in-laws hadn't spoke. So I was like, I can't be in the courtroom by myself with them. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I don't know what they're gonna say. It's like the last time we seen each other, it was weird. Blase. She came literally like a week before she was supposed to come. They changed court dates. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm free that whole time so we can hang out. Uh you know how you are with your homies, like your close friends, like you can be your authentic self. I didn't have to mask. I thought I was gonna be having fun the entire time she was here, or they were here, because they're non-binary. It was very awkward. It felt like I forced them to be here. They didn't want to be here. They were just kind of here, and it it didn't feel genuine. It felt like a facade. Felt like I flew somebody out and they realized I didn't have money, and so they've been treating me like I'm a broke boy. You know what I mean? It's a weird dynamic. So then I don't know, during this time, this was before Mill was doing a lot more healing of herself. I was still a people pleaser. So I'm like trying to compensate, and I'm trying to be entertaining, and I'm trying to be cool, and I'm trying to be like not romantic, but I'm trying to be like gay, but not gay. I'm trying to be like, oh bitch. Like
Yeah.
I'm being more touchy feely than I normally am, and I'm being more, I don't know the right way to put it without sounding creepy. I was trying to compensate for the distance by being more
Like
not
shit.
clingy, but not intimate. I guess intimate,
Yeah, intimate would be.
but like friendship intimate. Like
Yeah,
I'm.
yeah.
If y'all can ask Tux. I'm a very weirdo. Originally, I was the person that's like, oh, come on, cuddle with me, come hold me, let me give you a piggyback ride. Like I'm that person. But as time has gone on, and I have learned to put more boundaries and calluses on myself, so that I don't get hurt as much, I went from being the person like piggyback rides and this and that and like matching outfits and shit to being like,
We
bitch,
still
give
have
me.
matching outfits.
We
We still
do,
have.
because I really we do. Don't look at the closet, but like it's I went from being that person to being kind of like, bitch, get off me. Like the me that y'all know is the me that I have become, because it was not like that always. This place would have been a very different aspect if I stayed that way. And I'm happy I did, because it helped me to deal with when people leave or when situations happen and you have to make a disconnect. But like I'm trying to be friends with this girl. I'm trying to be like, because you're my best friend. Like me and you talk daily, but I'm on the VC all day with this bitch. The only time we're not talking is when that girl's at work, because when that nigga's at work, because when they're at work, they work at a job where it's really dangerous. So I didn't feel comfortable being in an earbud, and you are dealing with people's lives and weapons and shit. So it was long story short, I found out bitch and him was talking. They was having a whole situationship. I had, women's intuition. I'm over here saying, y'all fucking? Y'all talking? What the fuck is going on, right? Like, what the fuck is up? And they gaslit me. They were, no, you tripping, you tripping. Now, there's a billion and 18 situations that happened, but one of my favorite stories to tell, because I'm going to tell it because it's my fucking podcast. One day, we had a Facebook group message, right? Well, one day somebody calls, and normally we have like a time slot of work. All right, after 7, when everybody's off of work, we'll have a call. But no, this is like 4 o'clock one day, and they're an hour ahead. But I'm like, still, that's too early. Well, they video chat me, and they're in a car together. I'm like, huh? Y'all in 2 different states. What the fuck's going on? And they're like, oh, we met up, and since you're not here, we wanted you to be involved. I'm like, oh, cool. Why didn't y'all tell me we were meeting up? Like y'all was meeting up or whatever. I was like, this bitch got. I was working at a hotel too. I was like, I could have got us. Like we could have hung out, $40 and blah blah blah. Like no, I just drove all the way over here randomly to get a hug. And part of me was like, old me with my old Yaris, I would do that too. But I was like, you don't have a job.
I ain't driving no goddamn 2 hours for no hug. Nigga, we fucking.
But this is the big thing. The how what's that damn TV show where the person, is it Burn Notice? The one where they kind of like they see 1 inch of a clue and then it's like the lining. No, that was Psych. It was like the lining of a shoe was inverted and blah 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 blah. So that's a bootleg. Whatever. He was wearing her shirt. She was wearing his. And he was wearing her work. Well, he was wearing their work shirt. And I'm like,
that's what he's known for. He's known for fucking these niggas, weird ass people. I'm not gonna say weird, but
no. The mannerisms that person had was they definitely were not normal. It's not I got you. This is my thing though. Like it was just a lot of shit. Came to a point where big blow up. If you're my best friend and you leave your phone around me and you're somebody blowing your shit up, I'm childish. I'm gonna look at it. I'm not even gonna look at it to like, ooh, who you messaging? I'm gonna be like, hey, they in the bathroom. Like, shut that shit out. Calm it down. Motherfucker, well, he is messaging them and talking about, oh, are you gonna tell her today? Or, I'm tired of us hiding this and blase, blase, blase. I miss you so much. Niggas just blowing up her phone, right? And I had asked earlier that day because something had happened and he had made a comment and there were all these small little Easter egg clues that they had laid out and it just drove me nuts because I'm asking you and they wouldn't tell me. But pretty much the friendship ended that night, and because I am stupid, I drove that bitch back to I stayed the night there. I took that bitch back to the airport because the hotel we were at was near the airport, thank God. And because the way my life was set up, I had to go to work after losing my best friend and my close friend in LA. So I was crying. I was heartbroken because I did at one point. I didn't have a crush on dude, but I had a crush on his personality, which I found out is really Kage's personality. Nigga literally copy pasted all of the things that Kage is and put it on his own character. But then when I would talk to him and like hang out, nigga would not be anything of the things that he portrayed to be. So then I always felt weird. So I was like, I'm good. Then one of the people who tried to hook me up with Bell Pepper later was the one that told me, oh, he has a girlfriend anyway. And I'm like, so why would you tell me to pursue this nigga? He a bum anyway. Digress. Back to the story. But went to work. That bitch said what she had to say. Well, that nigga. Y'all know I call binaries motherfucker. That motherfucker at the fucking airport was talking they motherfucking shit at the airport. I was like, deuces, I can't. And I blocked and all that shit. Went to work crying my eyes out because first of all, bitch, I still got court to do. You did all this extra stress on me before court. How fucking dare you? Got lied to, felt betrayed, goes to work. And normally when I'm at work, I talk to him the entire time. Like either in Discord, I'll message him or I'll watch an anime and I'm like backseat telling him everything that's happening in the anime. It would be some kind of weird correspondence between us. I did not come to the call. I didn't come hang out. I ain't message this nigga. Nigga really messaged me like, you good? You late? Like, we meet up at 7. And I ripped. Said, you fucking knew. And he's just looking, and then it was to the point where I was crying so hard. My boss was like, "Go, take a spin around the block. Go walk." Went walking in the rain, talking to him, which is the conversation you saying earlier. And he gives me a lot of the credit for like our dynamic, but if it, yeah, I be giving good lessons or whatever, and I be trying to teach him about emotions and shit. But you're patient. That is something that a bitch like me needed. I ain't never knew. You know how people like do them lists about, oh, what do you want in a man and la 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 la. I would have never put patient on the list, but I'm so happy that God gave me you for that. Don't cry.
I Patience is something that I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn that the hard way
I'm listening.
because oh, you're listening.
This is my listening ears.
No. Because there has been moments where I acted too hastily
Mm,
in a lot of situations, and it ended up in my own downfall.
mm.
So going back to the youth of Kage,
Dang
to the
it.
youth. Well,
I
what you
was
heard
on
that?
as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, you heard it. Yeah, these motherfuckers talking loud, saying nothing. This nigga going 25 miles per hour, talking about like get the fuck out of here, man.
I be forgetting where your window is. I'm like,
Yeah,
God
my
damn, in the courtyard, and I'm like, no, the side street.
side streets, man.
Oh shit. This is
So
a school district. I'm sorry.
yeah, it
And
really
a
is. It's
church
like
district.
yo, really, you know what I'm saying? You've been
You
here, so it's like
wedged.
church,
You wedged between a
school.
church and a school and a Pokemon Go stop. Calm the fuck down.
Come on now,
Nerds
infinite,
amok. Sorry.
infinite fucking Pokeballs. Yeah, nah, like this.
It is.
I'm taking y'all back to the youth of Kage, man. Two instances of the youth of Kage when I where I let the patience wasn't patient in. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't seeing things for what it was, but I was seeing it for what it is. So there was an instance where there was a bully that lived like around the corner from me or in the same vicinity as me. And he used to fucking make fun of niggas because I was riding in training wheels. I was riding training wheels. So he would say, training wheels, training wheels. You know what I'm saying? Like young boy Kage of me. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna beat this motherfucker ass. So I beat his fucking ass. I get his name was Lawrence. That's his name. His name was Lawrence. So I beat his fucking ass. And then other shit happened where he was messing with a friend of mine, and I beat his ass again. Another instance where he was doing the bullshit, I did not beat his ass. I'm not gonna say he beat my ass, but the instance that happened was that my brother's friend was just like, "Yo, I heard that you beat up this kid right here, yo." And I'm gonna tell you this right the fuck now, yo. Kids, kids, yo, if you have kids like 5 and below, or like 7 and below, watch out for them teenagers, yo. I'm gonna tell you this shit right the fuck now, bro. Legit, I got paid $5 if I whooped this child's ass because they heard I was beating this child's ass. And what had happened was this nigga got me in a fucking like in a weird hold, and the only way for me to get out of that hold was for me to grab his butt. And I'm not about to grab no, you know what I'm saying? At the time, there was like a whole stigma about like men grabbing butts unless you're playing sports. I ain't about to grab no boy butt. He ain't playing the fucking sport. Nah. So I let this nigga, like, he even beat me up. He just legit had me in a, like, he grappled me. Didn't hurt me. He grappled me. Now, that was when patience wasn't on my side because I'm just like, fuck it, I want $5. Fuck, I'm gonna do with $5 for. I didn't know what the fucking value of a dollar was for. And another, and this right here was a genuine thing right here, a genuine lesson to me why I had to learn patience. There was another dude. His name was Jared. My mother called him Jarhead. Don't know why, but she called him Jarhead.
Better
This
than
nigga,
Jarheed.
yeah, this nigga here. Well, this fella here was just like, yo, some dudes are trying to jump me, right? He was now when I had met him, he said he was at a high school. I had my oldest cousin that used to live here with us. She was in high school as well, so he was trying to impress her. So by impressing her, he's like, "Oh, I go to a high school, but it's at an undisclosed location." So what had happened was he was telling me like, "Yo, these people here trying to jump me," type shit. So I'm like, "Yo, word, Joe. Like, where they at? Where they at? So we can, you know what I'm saying? Do what we gotta do." Now, crazy shit was this nigga. He gave me the address. He said like, "Yo, all you got to do, you just walk up this street and you walk all the way down until you see this school." Now, that school is a middle school.
Mm.
Why? Why are you a high schooler fighting,
Middle
getting jumped
school.
by middle schoolers? You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? Come to,
Like
come to,
stepbrothers?
you know what I'm saying? Like some weird shit. Didn't make no sense to me.
Eat the poo.
But what had happened was, what I'm saying? I get there,
Mm-hmm.
meet him there. He like nobody's trying to jump him. We legit walking down the west end. Now, if you are on the east end of where I'm at, you don't go to the west end, especially if you like, it's like if you go to a certain school
Chocolate
and you
people
go,
don't go over there, or
no,
is
no,
it just
everybody go.
a regional thing?
It's like a regional thing.
Got it.
It's like if you don't go to this school, people will know. So
Yeah.
it's just like
Like nigga,
so
we
it's
know
just
all
like
our classmates.
yeah, exactly. So it's just like I go there, we walking around that area, nothing happens, nothing fucking happens. So we end up, nothing. So nothing happens. So I guess there's nothing to worry about. So we walk home. So what happened was after that was that like walking him home. We live in the same complex. So it's like I live
On this
right
side.
here. I live in this, and you know what I'm saying? Like legit, I live in this side, and then like legit, like not even like 60 seconds, you're where he's at.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was that you know my sister's playing with her homegirl outside, and it's like I knew of her homegirl, like and no, I'm friends with her older brother, I guess, like her older brother or some shit, but he's like small. So we're playing, and coincidentally, her cousin is around the corner. Like a cousin of hers is around the corner. Now I know her older brother, but like he's small. Like he's like smaller and shit. So I'm playing around and shit. So her cousin sees me hitting his cousin with a spoon, the same spoon, and the same spoon that I had. His the cousin of hers, one of his friends grabbed the spoon, and mind you now, mind you now, his cousin was accompanied by like maybe like 4 or 5 people. Was accompanied by 4 or 5 motherfucking people, son. And it was him, some other motherfucker. I think his name was like might have been like Dante or some shit, right? A nigga named Malik, not Money Man, not Money Man.
That'd be a hilarious way of saying we met once.
You know what I'm saying? Like I knew
Remember
you.
that time you jumped me?
It might be, but we don't know. A nigga named Malik, some light skinned dude, and
Heel?
somebody else. Not heel, but heel adjacent.
Mm.
They had glasses, but they didn't have a beard.
Mm.
And I think they might have like a low cut.
I'm pretty
But
sure at one point Heel had hair.
but me, I know he did.
Oh my
I
god,
mean,
could you imagine Heel with a crew cut?
hey yo, heel.
I'm about to go find
You
that.
know,
I'm about to find that filter on TikTok.
we gonna figure it out.
Wait
So
until I learn how
what?
to use Photoshop Editor.
So what happened was, like I end up getting jumped by these 5 gentlemen,
Because you hit a
and
woman with a spoon. That's good.
like, hey, it's fine. It is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's
Did that boy come
deserved.
out and help you? The middle schooler?
Not at all. That nigga was in his house, safe and sound.
Looking at you through the blinds.
Like, oh shit. safe and sound. And it's like, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say that what I did was like was. It's like I'm not gonna sit there and like hey what's going on here type shit. Because in
Boy,
my head I'm like,
I oughta.
but here's the thing though, right? It's like I knew everybody, like not everybody like who jumped me and shit, but I knew like the sister because
The players
my
in the
yeah, I knew like her older brother, and I knew the girl. The girl could have been like, when we're just playing. She didn't say nothing. She just let the shit happen. And from what I was told, she ran in the house talking about she had to use the bathroom. Now these niggas beat me the fuck up.
in front of
I
your
got
house.
knocked in front of my house. I got knocked the fuck out. Like when I had like actually got up and like got myself together to be like, I'm about to fucking fight 5 niggas. I got hit with some haymaker shit. Knocked me back. Knocked me back to the fucking 99s to the
And your sister
2000s.
didn't help? How old was your sister? How old were they
They were old enough
to fight?
to fight
I guess
big
I'm a
old me.
different breed. I'm just a different breed, I guess.
Nah,
And your sister
listen,
tall as shit.
she is, but she was scared. She was scared. And it's crazy because like I think the
Sister
day
six foot
before,
three.
man, listen, you ain't gonna be 6'3" forever. I don't know how tall she was back then, but like the night before or a week before, she was like, yo, if anybody did anything, I'm like, I got you, man. And then it happened. I was like, what happened? So, you know what I'm saying? She was young. She ain't about to fight no 5 grown ass men. So just like,
I guess I'm different. I
I guess
guess I'm just different.
listen, not
I ain't letting
everybody.
you go down by yourself. Nah, we might both have 2 black eyes, but we'll ice them together. Fuck you
Oh,
talking about?
I ain't had no black eye. I had a fucking pear face though. I ain't gonna hold you. I had a fucking
They hit
my
the
head
poop,
looked like
poop, poop,
a
poop.
fucking. They did the toot. They did the meek. And they stole my phone. They stole my phone. At the time, I I had a Boost Mobile. I had an i415. Ain't nobody. Why you steal that? Don't know. That shit not hot. That shit is not hot. That shit is like okay. This nigga had $50.
I next time I see
This
your sister, we gonna discuss this day.
yeah.
You be like,
Listen, she was
you let them steal his $5 phone?
$50. Like, listen, she got
His $50 $5 a month phone.
whatever. It's $10 a week, and you better get it right. Nah, but that's what happened. So, that happened. So,
5 cent a call phone.
I can't stand you. Free nights a weekend. They had this shit. Where you at?
Shout
I'm
out to
getting
the
jumped again.
man. That would chirp chirp. Hey man, what you doing? Chirp chirp. Getting jumped.
Getting jumped. Help me. Okay.
We really are different.
Yeah.
Cause in that moment, I would have threw my shit to my sister and be like, "Go in the house if you ain't gonna fight."
See, I couldn't
Grab
even do
my
that
valuables.
because how it happened was they had the spoon, and one of his homeboys like circled me. Didn't know I didn't know that he had 5 dudes with him. I
Got it.
saw 4. So the
The
fifth
fifth
dude
nigga snuck
grabbed
up on you.
fifth. No, see the fifth dude, he held me and had me in a chokehold while the other one was fucking rocking my fucking face while I'm getting dragged down to the floor. I'm like, damn, this is some ambush shit. You third partied me. So
The North has different rules, and I
uh,
ain't.
listen,
So
it's
nothing
a
happened
lot.
to them after that.
So what happened after that was that
Cause that bitch can't come to my house no more. You cause drama.
listen, what happened after that was that after all that shit been said and done,
Mm.
the mother of that of the mother of the child that ran into the house said she had to use the bathroom. She was just like, yo,
My thing
she
is,
just
she
ran.
ran into your house to use the bathroom.
No, she ran to her house because she
Okay,
lived in the same complex as us.
let's say
So
she better run.
she ran into the house.
Uh-huh.
So what happened was her mother was just like, yeah, she just ran to the house and XYZ. And so apparently word had got out as to what happened. So the people that had jumped me, I'm not gonna say they were known, but that was her cousin, of course. So they ordered them to come back, or else they're calling the cops on their ass. They ordered them to come back,
Who
like like
ordered them to
hey,
come back?
like the woman's mother, like
Mm.
y'all better come back and like give him his stuff back because like like y'all wrong, like they all play together type shit. They didn't fucking know because the daughter didn't say shit, so she just ran in the house and kept the fucking moving. Homeboy still in the fucking house. He came out after the fucking fact, like, yo, what happened?
Bitch, you saw what happened.
Nigga face looking like a fucking plum. Like, what the fuck? But yeah. So all that shit happened. The motherfucker named Malik, I've actually like known him. I've actually known him way before all this shit ever happened because of the girl's older brother. It's like we all hung out for a time. So it's just like, he's the one who brought me back my phone and was just like, we sorry we didn't fucking know XYZ. Later on in the fucking in the year, that's when it's just like, oh, that later on during the year type shit, that's when another group of folks moved in. And apparently I had gotten blessed in the gang because I was already jumped by these fucking niggas. I was like, what the fuck? When was I in the gang? When? Nigga? Like, what? It was weird. But could I please use the bathroom?
I was just about to tell you I have to bathroom. We're gonna take a potty break, y'all.
You want to take a body break? I've been talking to
hold on. I'm gonna make a commercial for this. Please enjoy this ad. What's up, y'all? My name is Melanin and Expressos, and I know what you're thinking. What the fuck is this commercial? I'm gonna tell you. Me and Daryl have an R&B mixtape coming out. It's got some bangers on there. Might have even some hip hop tracks. We're not sure yet, but I don't know when it's coming out. But just know that we are working on a project. It's a music project. If anybody else comes out with a project, just know that they're copying us. Okay? All right? Okay? You heard it here first. R&B project coming out. Wow. Is there a CD cover? Probably. Did we already do all the work really and truly? Is there even a lyric list out? Don't worry about it. Just know that if anybody comes out with this idea, they're stillers and they steal things and they're still the stills.
Likes her, so I do too. My meat, I do too. My meat, I do too.
Period. But with love, Melanin.
React instead of collecting my thoughts before reacting. Mm-hmm. So that's been story 1 of 1,000 from your boy, KageSenseii. Now, I do have a question for you, ma'am.
Okay.
Now, I know that
Damn. Get the fuck out the mic.
I did. Damn. Fuck him.
Bad mic. I'm listening.
Bad mic. Turn on for me. Like what? Hey, Weibo. It's me.
So. You're a very big Weibo.
It's okay. So I have a question. I don't know how to word it, but I'm gonna just word it out anyway. Where do you, and this is just a random question too, mm-hmm. where do you feel your greatest strength lies? And this is an ambiguous question, yes, because I did not specify, but you as a person, where do you draw the most strength from? Whether it's
that's two different questions. Am I wrong?
No, so kind of, maybe. I don't know.
Where do I draw my strength from?
Yeah, yeah, like you know what I'm saying? It's the same question.
Now, what is my strength? But where do I draw my strength from?
Yeah, where do you draw your strength from? Like Melanin and Espressos, where do you gather your spiritual energy?
That's a good question.
Yes.
That's an amazing question.
That's
a deep question.
Hey, the deeper
that
the
you
better.
know the answer to, but okay, I got you.
But let them know, baby. Let them know.
All right.
Cause I'm a mother.
Bitch, I'm a mother. No drama. I draw my strength from it. Well, it's evolved. It is definitely evolved. I used to say when people would ask me questions like that I got my strength from my pain. Used to be my answer until I watched an episode of Ayanla, and this woman, she had like a real rough childhood and a teen years, and she took all that pain and she made a ministry out of it. And Ayana was like, you don't do that, because what do you do when you heal that pain? Or what if you never heal that pain? Because you got to go off of that for strength. And it changed my outlook. I now gather all my strength comes from like my love for those who have passed on or the people who have affected my life. And sometimes the people who have affected my life the most are the people who've passed on. There are like random significant deaths that happened in my life that have driven me to, I could have went down one path, and because I don't have that person in my life, and that would have been somebody who I know definitely would not support that idea, or that would be something that they definitely would be against, I didn't do it. Obviously, like my grandparents mean the fucking world to me. I draw so much strength from my grandma, even to this day. Don't really, I don't want to lie and say that I don't fuck with church, because I can't say that if I go there every Sunday and teach a class, but the people in the church that made church worth going for me, the ones that have passed on. I had a cousin who was the only person with my last name that still treated me like family, treated me so nicely. Saw the beauty in me. Used to always tell me, "Little black girl, you so fucking cute. I love your dark skin." Like, she would instill so many love seeds into me. There was a guy in the choir. He was very flamboyant, very gay, very, very gay. He used to do like that messy talk with my mom, and he used to just be like, he would sneak me things like the little kid kind of press on nails, the ones that you literally, it has like a little adhesive tape. He would give me shit like that. He would give me like if he went to the beauty supply thing, because he would get his curls popping, he would give me a little one of those kid purses. And he would give me, and I would be, you couldn't tell me I was a kid with my clear backpack. I found that backpack actually. It's in the towel closet. It was a little pink plastic shit with melt in Houston sun. Because I remember I took it out one day and that bitch melted. It had little styrofoam. It was little pieces of styrofoam, flowers and shit. And I think he gave me it too in pink and yellow. The yellow one big melted because I left it outside. But he would give me those moments of femininity, and he would just, it was never like, he didn't do it with expectations. He just
validated you.
He just validated the kind of girly girl that I was, because I wasn't invested in all the stuff that other girls did. Like, my grandpa worked on his GMC truck, and I used to be up with him under the hood, and I dug for worms, and I went fishing. I did boy stuff, as people would say. And he'd be like, "Yeah, you can do boy stuff, but put your rod in rear and get your little stuff and put it in your cute purse, girl, and bring you some snacks."
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta teach me how to fish.
And he was, I believe, diabetic, so he used to always have like Nutri-Grain bars and stuff. So he would always put, like, with all my stuff, be like a little bar, a little snack. One time he gave me a can of not sardines. What's that shit called? Vienna sausage. I had that shit in my purse. I was ready to be in an Armageddon. You couldn't tell me I wasn't ready.
It bet not be the chicken one.
No, it was Vienna. It was the plain Vienna sausage, the mixed
the plain
breed,
one.
the potted meat in stick form is all that is.
Oh boy, watch it.
And then, but if you try to make me eat potted meat, that's nasty. But I'm eating it in stick form. Also, did y'all know you're supposed to cook Vienna sausages?
Yeah. I didn't know.
I never ate that shit cooked. I saw somebody cook that shit the other day. I was like, "What the fuck?" And they're like, "Yeah, you're supposed to cook it." And I'm like,
"Nah, I ate them shits."
Bitch ain't Dotto, but I ain't Dotto.
Yeah, he ain't Dotto. Stronger. You know, I ate them bitch out the pan.
Bitches was good. And the juice too, to get you a cracker? Hell yeah! You never ate yours with a cracker?
No, I never ate mine with the juice. I ain't do all that. I strained that bitch. I strained that. Listen, you in the trenches, and I fucks with you.
My grandparents used to go on them fishing trips, and look, they ain't stopping in the McDonald's. No McDonald's. You gonna eat this goddamn lunch we packed.
You gonna eat this goddamn, hold up.
McDonald's. McDonald's. Did you get McChickens? You got McChickens, didn't you? Your ass gonna be sick later. Okay, anyway.
It's fuck. But it's an addiction. Fuck. It's an addiction, yo.
It's my strange addictions. I eat McChickens.
It make me sick the next day, but
no, those those people. When I was in middle school, middle school or intermediate, but younger than sixth grade, this dude at my school got bloop, and he was like the cool popular kid, but he hung out with the nerds, and we had Spanish together. It was our first class of the day, and I remember one day he came to class. He was freezing, and me being the little nerd I am, I ain't talked to nobody because it was mostly popular kids in my class anyway. And he asked to borrow my sweater. And personally, I hated that sweater because it was white and it was one of them bougie things my mama bought me. And I was like, okay.
Not that baby. It was some baby fat shit.
No, my mom never bought that kind of shit. It was like, think of a grandma. Now, you know I wear grandma cardigans now, but like being in sixth grade with my kind of cardigan back then.
Yeah.
And it was like a twill material, but also crochet. It was weird.
Okay.
So he borrowed it. Like, let's say this
Yeah.
was Thursday. Friday, he didn't show up to school. Monday comes around, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get my shit back today because my mama didn't ask about it over the weekend. We had a whole they pulled us all into the gym and had an assembly about it. And we learned about gun control and that you shouldn't play with guns and blase blase because his cousin played with a gun and boom. Never got my sweater back. But it always stuck with me that, he had an impact on me and we weren't friends. So anybody could,
Yeah, anybody can come
yeah.
into your life and say, hey.
And I remember the way that the school reacted also let me learn that even when you die, people don't stop talking about you. People still got feelings and people grieve differently. I learned a lot about grief that year. Looking on outside, looking in, because he had an on and off girlfriend and she was in my classes, and I was like, "Oh shit, I was supposed to get my sweater back." I think I said that out loud, and I'm just like, "Oh shit, yes, okay." And my ass, I'm just like, "Fuck that sweater." But his girlfriend turned around and tore me a new one, and I'm like, "I know you're hurt," and I remember just looking like, "I know you're hurting." I wasn't saying it like we go together because she was just like, "He was my boyfriend." Girl, I don't want your goddamn nigga. Morbid joke aside, I could have made, but I didn't because I was grown at that time. But still, but that's where my strength comes from. Is I learned to value life, and I like to pretend that I'm the legacy of those people that are gone.
I wouldn't even say you would like to pretend. You are the legacy. Because I remember you had said this, that motherfucking, you could have went down a whole different path.
I could have been a fucking
You
schemer.
you could have been a whole different path, but then you were just like, yeah, D ain't gonna like this. So it's just like you are a living legacy of the people that has passed. Because it's like your mindset is just like, hey, they won't like this shit.
Mm-mm.
But fuck, I'm gonna do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have
And
just
then I reap what I sow. Every time I sit up there and I do, she knows. She fucking knows.
just like, and that part.
But in reality, like,
And another thing, where's my sandwich, nigga?
just give her one more time. Because I need to hear the pitch of what she's doing. It lets me know what's going on out there. She heard me. Okay, she heard me yank the wire. She thought something happened. I'm good. Okay.
I had to restart the thing, like, it ain't delivered yet. So she really
Nah, I yanked the wires on the other side. Because remember, I was using this to hold the wires up. So
Yeah.
I yanked it, and I guess she heard that, and she was just like.
Mm.
Also, when she wakes up by sound, she immediately starts barking. I realize that now.
Okay.
It not matter if it's me, her. She could have farted in her sleep, woke herself up. She gonna bark at herself.
Oh!
I'm putting my baby's business on. I'm sorry, Nuvia.
But you are definitely a living legacy. There is such thing as a living legacy, because if you wake up in the morning and you tell yourself, I'm gonna do this,
Mhm.
and then the side of your mind is just like, well, this person wouldn't want me to do that, so let me go on a different route. You are legit living a legacy of those who passed along, and I commend you for that. I do.
Thank you.
You're welcome, baby. You're welcome.
Not you finessing that into this.
No. It's facts though. Like I'm not even a finesse. It's facts.
No. It's
You know what I'm saying?
weird. Like there are times where, cause I'm not like, I'm in no way like a witch or into hoodoo or stuff like that. But there are just certain things that I was raised with that were of the spirituality realm that it always cracked me up that like my grandma was all about like it used to creep me out as a kid how much she was comfortable with death. She would be like people's hospice care. She was, in the olden days where black people wasn't getting jobs like regular jobs, she was always a nanny, housekeeper. She was always like in people's homes, like grown ass white people with grandkids of their own are running up to my granny. Oh my god, died, and I'm like, died? Who the bitch, this is Ree. Respect her name, ho.
Mm-hmm.
But my grandma was always that person on all walks of life, whether you coming in or coming out of life. She is there. She goes to funerals. She used to go to funerals like every fucking day. She's Catholic, so she prays in the rosary. She was the person that if somebody died in a friend or family tree, she's calling every fucking body. And he used to always freak me out. But when it was her turn to get taken care of, I definitely stood up and I was like, fuck it, I got this. Then my grandpa's turn and I was like, oh shit, all right. You're testing me, boy. Like, god
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
And it really
Yeah.
helped me to learn like that shit wasn't light. That was her ministry. Whereas I think that's why I go so hard for the mental health of everything and the emotional health of everything, because seeing people on the outs of life, like, ready to go back to the upper room
Yeah.
and hearing what they say and hearing their regrets and shit like that. Like, no, okay. I wasn't a child when this happened, but I wasn't necessarily like an adult, but like hearing my grandpa call for my grandma when he was close to the end hurt. Hearing my granny scream for her mother hurt. My granddaddy calling for like his deceased sisters and stuff was like, my family put me in a lot of situations where I had to mature so that I could handle the shit that they needed me to do. Like, I want to say I was 14 when I was in the room when they made the decision to pull the plug on somebody, and that's not something normal kids or youngsters are doing. Like, when people are over here trying to beg their parents for a date or to go
Exactly.
out,
Exactly.
I was like,
Yeah.
I scared somebody because they were like, oh, you had such a strict life. And I was like, yeah, but when I was growing up, I didn't go anywhere, so I never had a curfew. So like imagine you stay in the house, you take care of like people for a damn living, you work. When you actually go out to live your social life, you have no curfew. You can come in at 2. You can come in at 6 a.m. It doesn't matter. Because in reality, they know you're coming home. But
Exactly.
literally, I would go hang out with my friends. My friends would do bad shit before I get in the car, and then they would tone it down because I'm in the car, and then drop me off, and then go back to doing bad things. And they'd be like,
They had a level of respect for you
"Oh
when
hell
you're.
yeah!" I wasn't the baby, but I was the baby.
Yeah. It's just like yo, we about to do hood ratchet shit. Like, oh shit, Mel's coming. All right, hold up. Wait a minute. Wait until she
Hey yo,
leaves.
sober up.
Yeah,
She
it's
get
so
in the
real. Like,
car,
wait
and
until
it would
she
always
leaves.
be like, "Did you eat?" No, not yet, but it's fine. Like, what were y'all doing? We about to go eat. Get a pizza. Get some McDonald's. Get something. All right, we gonna go to the mall. Okay.
And that might have saved you. That might have saved you.
There were a lot of times where, in no way would I lie and say that my growing up was conventional or that there's no way I would lie to anybody and say that my growing up was normal or okay. But those outings outside the house probably saved me a lot mentally, to where when the harsh shit of college and growing up hit, I was more, I could reminisce on those times and be happy. Whereas it wasn't just like, okay, bullshit from middle school, bullshit from high school, bullshit from college, adulthood. Like there were pauses where I could be like, remember that time we took naps at the on the beds at Macy's in the mall, and we found the massage bed, and we all got on there. It was like 6 deep, legs just over the side, knocked the fuck out.
Sleep gone.
Knocked out. I was like, we could have got robbed. I had my backpack on my back, and I'm just sitting up there like,
It's like,
bitch. Look, you could have robbed me, but baby, I was rocking. I was having a good time.
hey now.
But yeah, that's to answer your question in long. That's where I draw my
Yeah,
strength from.
listen, and I appreciate your
That's a good
honesty.
question. I will say,
Hey,
I might steal
I
that.
got. Hey, it's okay. Still, if you want to, because I got that from the mind, from the straight raw.
Do you have another one, or is it my
No, no, ain't nothing about no turns.
turn?
You know, ain't nothing about no turns, boy. Um, so before I get to another question,
Mm-hmm.
I will answer my question
Oh, Kage,
with,
what do you draw your strength from?
oh my God, what me? Nah, like the majority of my strength, it comes from my mother. It comes from yes, mainly to mother,
I'm surprised she hasn't
because
called.
yo, listen, she texted me when I was out. It's just like, is there something to eat? So I was like, yeah, there's some rice and curry chicken left back, so you could have that. He's like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Whatever. So a lot of my strength, it comes from my mother because there has been a lot of times, okay, how should I say this shit? I did not grow up in the type of family that normal people grow up in. When I say normal, just like when I say normal, I mean like mother, father. Why are you looking at me like that? When I say normal, I mean like mother, father. Father was present, yes, but the type of havoc he wreaked upon the household was like, bro, we can do without. Like, I think
We're not gonna subscribe to that this month. Thank you so much for your
thank
time.
you so much. Thank you for subscribing to Netflix. We're sorry to see you go.
I hate when they do that. Feel like just
Like,
say a bitch is broke this month. Don't do me like that.
mhm.
Sorry to see you go, but bye, bitch. Whereas at
So
least like Planet Fitness will hit you with like, no, sorry, LA Fitness will hit you with the like, all right, we're trying to get you back now. Come back. We
exactly.
missed you.
Have you been
1999.
all right? Go. Remember. No, like I derive a lot of my strength from my mother. Even though at the time of coming into the world, of realizing that the shit that I've went through wasn't normal, you know, kids, in my opinion, should be disciplined. Now, disciplined doesn't always mean beat their ass. It doesn't always mean beat their ass. It means, to me, guiding them into the right direction. And because my mother was the way how she was, she stuck with this guy for maybe, how old was my brother at the time? I don't fucking know. I think he's like 7 years older than me. So maybe like 20 plus odd years she stuck with this man here. And I don't, again, I don't want to put my mother's business out there, but she dealt with an abusive person. But ultimately um she taught me about patience. Now, all my strength draws from her because she, after they did their split, she was telling me like, hey, you should do this instead of doing this. Hey, you should do this instead of doing that. Like there was a point in my life where when they separated, yeah, she had the apartment to herself. She had the house to herself, and he had to like live wherever he the fuck had to live. She would tell me, "Hey, you should call your father. See how he's doing.
She didn't drive a
I ain't
bridge
want
between y'all.
exactly. I didn't want to fucking call this motherfucker. I did not because fuck him. Like personally, in my opinion, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I
honestly,
respect it.
for
I understand.
you know what I'm saying,
The fuck I
it's
want
like
to
for the
talk to the
people.
nigga that was whooping my ass. Like the fuck?
Exactly. It's like for the people who don't fucking for the people who don't know my life story. Let me just give you a little backstory. Right, this motherfucker, you know, of course he's older than my mother. He had the tendency to beat his children for whatever reason he felt was right. I can recall so many fucking times where he would wake me, sorry, from my sleep to say, "Hey, go take a shower," and I'm just like, "But I got school in the morning." It's like imagine you waking up at
Mm-hmm.
1, 2 o'clock in the like waking up in those ungodly hours of the night, and you're a child, and your father is telling you to take a shower for what? Normally I take a shower in the morning, like like any other fucking child. Take a shower. Well, I don't know about the other children,
Some people take
but
showers at
anyway,
night, but yeah, I understand.
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I would take a shower in the morning. So this nigga woke me up out of his sleep, drunk as hell. Say, "Hey, take a shower," and I'm like, "Why? Why should I take a shower?" This nigga got pissed, man, upset, but we had a back and forth. Mind you, I'm like maybe in elementary school, whatever the case may be. I go shower, mid shower, this nigga busts inside the fucking bathroom. What's my ass? With wet skin, my boy. Wet skin and belts, boy? Hurt. Exactly.
It's a sound
Now,
you don't forget.
exactly. Now, how he knew he fucked up is that after he was done whooping my ass, is that he like just say, "Oh, don't tell your mother." Nigga, that's the first thing I'm telling. The fuck? That's the
Where did all
first.
these blisters come from, my boy?
Yo,
I
damn
fell down
hut.
some stairs. What?
Yeah, yeah, fucking fell down some stairs to fucking, whatever fucking excuse. But no, it's like, yes, this is stemming from me gaining strength from my mother. It takes, like, I am a storyteller. I will tell you a fucking myriad of fucking stories up only to lead to one point and one point only because I feel as though sometimes if I tell you the straight point, you're like, why did you do that? Well, here's the story for you. I have a story for your stupid asses. But no, for real. It's like I gained a lot of strength from her because like she told me like, hey, give a person a second chance. Even though you in your mind don't feel like they deserve it, depending on what they did. Depending
Mhm.
on what they did. Some things you can't forgive.
Yeah.
But but because he is my father, you give him a second chance. Talk to him, gave him a second chance. Turns out he was sick. When I say he's sick, this nigga had like some weird diabetes shit.
Mhm.
So I was like, like okay. He had, like, yeah, he had like some weird diabetes shit. He had like gotten some surgery or whatever, and they had diagnosed him with like Charcot foot. With people who don't know what Charcot foot is, to my knowledge, because I was so fucking young in the game, is that he had like a disease, like kind of like gangrene, where he's at risk of getting like an amputation of
Like
his
Big
foot.
Mama,
Yeah.
the villain
So
of
I'm just
soul food.
yeah, she is a fucking villain. She enmeshed the fuck out of these niggas. The rich sister wasn't so bad after all. She wasn't so,
Faith
but
fucked my
that's
husband.
hey, Faith, fuck my family, fuck my husband. But that's a story for another day. But anywho's it.
I tried to hold
But
it
it's like, whoa, wait, the
in.
the family.
Damn, they ran a train on your man. Okay, sorry.
They run a train on your man one by one.
Yeah.
So
Tag me in. Sorry.
tag me in, couch. It's like, wow.
Ooh, shit. I'm here.
So in turn of him being like diagnosed with Charcot foot, I had to take care of my father in a sense of like, I had to go over to my auntie's house. Now my auntie didn't live far from us. She lived like legit 5 minutes away. So I would have to like change his like I guess you would say his IV or his medicine or whatever the hell they had for him. Yeah, like when my father was at my auntie's house and shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how should I say this shit? I had to take care of my father. She didn't live too far from us. She lived like legit 5 minutes away. So I had to change his IV every day after work. Every day after work. So
The
this is
stress
when I
of
worked
work,
at
and then you come deal with his fuckery.
yeah, exactly. So it's just like, this is when I worked at the nursing home. So like my schedule is kind of like fucked up. Sometimes I work from 6:30 in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Other times it's like, hey, second like like two people called out. We need you to stay, or can you stay? And I'm like, yeah, sure, because I ain't got nothing really going on. So it'd be like 6 in the morning, 8 o'clock at night. I get home, then I have to go to him, change his IV, and there was a nurse that was there who pretty much showed me how to change his IV.
Mm-hmm.
And an at-home nurse had to show me how to do her job instead of just them
Doing it.
doing their fucking job.
I was gonna ask you why you were doing that, but
Exactly. Question answered. It's just like, hey, my auntie and my uncle, like uncle by marriage. My uncle by marriage, he knew the bullshit before the bullshit became the bullshit. Like he knew what my father was, and was pretty much dropping gems in our fucking young heads without dropping them gems. So
yeah,
his wife be like, "What the fuck you doing?" So just like I did that for quite a time, and then he got eventually had gotten better.
yeah,
Once he's gotten better, like he pretty much did the same shit he fucking did. Like he didn't. He would always say like when he was sick, like, "Oh, guys don't call me, we don't hang out, we don't do this, we don't do that," boom, boom, boom. And then just like, okay, now you're better, and we will call him because my mother said, you should call him, give a clean slate. So it's like now he's not there, he's not around, he's busy, he's hanging out with his friends, or and I've seen him do this before. Sorry,
no
oh,
worries.
I'm so sorry.
Nigga in the
I've
mic
seen,
with it. Oh,
I know because sometimes the mic can't pick up the fuck I'm putting down
so you
sometimes,
put the
but
mic in your mouth and said, testing,
yes,
testing.
yes, 1, 2, 3, boy. So it's like with him, it's just like I've seen him do this before. So it's like once you see a person do this shit, you kind of are. It's kind of engraved in your head.
Yeah.
It's like me, my sister, my mom. I have an older sister now. I have an older sister that's like the same age as my older brother. Older sister from another woman, older brother from another man. Right? Both the same age. So there was times where me and my younger sister would be hanging around with our father, and it's like his oldest daughter would call him and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Or XYZ, are you here? Are you around? And then he'll fuck around and say like, "Oh, I'm in Edison, or I'm in this place, or I'm in that place." Like, nigga, you just picked us up. Why the fuck are you lying to your oldest daughter? Like, why are you lying to your oldest daughter? Like, she want to hang out with you too. So why can't we all? And it's like
Hang
we
out.
got exactly like we got introduced to her when I was at least 12 years old.
Wow.
So there was no relationship at all. Like there was
Yeah.
just like, hey, yeah, this is your sister, so hang out. Like, no, that's not how the fuck it goes. We know our older brother because he with us. I knew my younger sister because she with me, and it's just like I know myself because I'm me. Where the fuck? Where the fuck she
Why
come
she
from?
can't get it? Why she can't get in
E-
on this?
Exactly. So
You
just
think
like
it's because of your dad had two kids the same age with two different women that that's why he doesn't want all three of y'all, well, all four of y'all
all
together?
all four of y'all.
I put you and
I
your sister
only
in the same clump. I'm sorry.
no, it's fine. No, no.
Different
So
households.
what happened was, and my mother had told me about this as well, because my mother actually witnessed him doing the same shit that I just witnessed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you're here, like you're at home. Why are you telling your oldest daughter that you are not home, that you're at work? Go hang out with your daughter. My mother had told me verbatim that she had to sit here and force him to hang out with his own oldest daughter. You
Mm.
shouldn't have to force no man to hang out with their own kids. Nigga, you did the 2 minute act. You can do the lifelong commitment of taking care of your fucking kids, boy. 2 fucking minutes by. So you can do that. And it's a theory that the other child that the youngest sibling of my oldest sibling, there's a theory that she might be his as well. So my papa cheats, boy. Watch it, boy. But
That pen
anyway,
okay?
pen is good, boy. It's a. I thought
Gatorade
it was a.
ass pen.
I thought it was a Gatorade pen. I'm just like the ultimate. All right. Is it in you? It's like, you know what? I ain't got time. I'm sorry. Nah, but again, my stories are lengthy, but it means a lot to me. My strength comes from my mother because although she waited too long, in my opinion, to cut ties, she told me,
What if she
yo,
took the time she needed? What if
no,
this is just me? Because I done been
yes,
into some bad relationships. What
yeah,
if she would have left earlier and ended up right back in the same situation with somebody else?
man, listen, then shit, then I would have been fucked up
Mm-hmm. And then that person
because
wouldn't even be your real daddy.
yeah,
I'm gonna say this from in a polite way to put it, in a battered woman's position. There was many a times where I was kind of happy that I stayed in the bad relationships I was in because I would have just been. It's kind of like the idea some people have, like the best way to get over a man is to get under another one. If I would have went by that ideology, I would have been in worse situations.
yeah,
Cause I think most times when I get out of a relationship, I take me time, and that me time is me. In the spiritual way of saying it, I detox myself from that person. I want to be able to say before I get to the next relationship, I'm not thinking about that person. Uh, I'm not gonna still be doing midnight cries about shit they did. You know what I mean? Like I don't want
yeah,
to, because I could only imagine coming into a relationship with that much emotional baggage, and then you want a good relationship, but you're bringing bullshit.
yeah. You bring in baggage, and it's like you don't know what that
You
person
come
be
with
on.
baggage regardless. Like there's gonna be some, there's gonna be a little mini bag of shit that I'm gonna bring, but
Hey,
I don't need to be bringing my goddamn giant Teflon oversized carry on. I don't need to be bringing my goddamn. We traveling to fucking Hawaii.
listen, I wish a lot of people would follow that
Oh no,
mindset.
it's hard because
It is,
between my college boyfriend and D was, let's just be generous and say 4 years.
yeah.
Yeah, about four. Like I'm gonna lie and say that I stopped dealing with it. It was three. Let's lie and say I stopped dealing with the nigga in 2013. Yeah, so three. Because then I got with D in 2016. It
No,
was, and then for us, 2017 to 2021, and then I
watch it.
tried something in 2020, and that did not work. That did not work. But
Listen,
still, that for me,
yeah, I understand.
I think this is also a, like, it's not even an issue between us. It's a weird conversation we have in different fonts of, you kind of always give off a, I don't know why they would allow that situation to persist, or if this is a problem, then why we didn't solve it in the beginning or nip it in the bud. You have a very, like I always say, you're very logical. There's probably a better way to put it. You come at things with, we have a theory, a question, we need to solve it. You're
Try.
very scientific formula. There is no, not Sheldon. You're not Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, but you're very,
I want to be Sheldon for Big Bang Theory.
no, you don't.
I love him.
I know you do, but no, we're like, you're very much cut dry, and
Told
I'm
you.
very much.
I told y'all. I told y'all. I'm ready to cut and dry.
You are, because even it's okay. A situation in which you were cut and dry.
Yes.
I'm gonna make it relate to Twitch.
Come on now. I'm ready.
you were in a situation where you started playing with a group of individuals.
Correct.
They did not meet nor get close to your expectations.
True.
You cut them immediately.
Like a fucking
They
razor.
had 1.5 tries, and before they could even try the second time, you were like, I'm done, I'm out, I am completely disconnected from you, right?
Done.
Whereas
Done.
I'm a person who is like, similar situation. I was in, I have moments where I'm in friendships and I'm like, they hurt my feelings and they did something that is a boundary of mine and I do not enjoy that. Your immediate response is, cut that hoe. And
Cut them off.
and mine is
Cut
like,
them.
I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to address it. And then I'm going to see what happens. And if there's changes, if there is, an effort, I'ma stay. And if not, I'ma fade the fuck out. Whereas yours just like, fuck that.
We out.
My favorite is, so we don't fuck with them no more? Say less. All right. I'ma miss them.
That's it. Like the fuck?
There are times where you are right and I should have nipped shit in the bud immediately. And then there are times where
You should have,
I'm happy I waited. Because sometimes people do. Sometimes when people know, like they'll hear it, but they don't see the action. So they're like, oh, they're just kidding. Then they see you be like, nah, I'm done. If this don't fix, I'm done. Then they're like, let me start acting right. Because let's just be frank. Me and you would not be here if I had your ideologies.
You motherfucking
we would have never made it out of talking.
You motherfucking right. We didn't even talk. We wouldn't even talk.
We wouldn't have gotten to the talking phase. We would have been the done.
The done.
The done.
Nicki Minaj. Goddamn sponsor us. No. Okay.
Give them Barb
Edit that
life.
out. Edit this shit out there.
Edit that in post. You're gonna be like, why is there a beep in the middle?
No, don't pin this tweet. Don't pin this. Nah, like for real, like, and it's like no lie though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I get it. Like I unfortunately I still have that ideology. It's like, if a person, all right, me personally, I have this complex where it's just like, yo, we grown. We are grown, son. So you should know right from wrong, son. I'm listening.
In the words of Rick and Morty, there's an episode, right? They purge their toxins. So all the things that makes them toxic, it purges it out their body, right?
Yes.
So they ended up being two different entities, the toxic them and the non-toxic self, right? Well, the thing was, in the end, spoiler, I mean, it's fucking season 3. If you haven't seen that shit, or season 2, digress.
I haven't seen it. I
know you haven't, but we're going to watch it. I'm so excited when you get to the episode. So there's, they come to the conclusion that how could it purge what's toxic about you? Where does it get the definition of what's toxic? Because what's toxic to me and what's toxic to you is two different things due to how we were raised and our morals and like our upbringing. So they find out that what's toxic to Morty is not toxic to Rick.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's the same situation. It's just like, for me and you, we have a lot of things that overlap in our childhood and our life and our views and our values. But just like me and you, when I was going off yesterday about a certain situation, there are certain things that to us is normal. You don't do that. That's just not what gets done. And there are people who just be like, oh, that's just how I am. That's how I've always been. And you're like, you're wrong.
You gotta go bye-bye.
You need to leave, Cleve, because that's not how. But again, that comes with your foundation.
Yes.
Not all buildings are built the same.
That is true.
People in Houston do not have basements. People in Jersey do not have basements. Do you have basements? Y'all gonna have basements.
We have basements. Some places. My brother has a basement. Like, and that's the thing about this relationship y'all not like,
y'all don't y'all have attics.
We have attics. Some places have attics. Some places do not have attics.
Damn it, somebody doesn't have attics. I was trying to remember the people who don't have attics.
But like it's fine. We'll get to that when
you get the sentiment.
Nah, but seriously, like that's where I think a lot of our relationship stuff intertwined. It's just like, you have your way of thinking and I have my way of thinking. So it's just like for you, for any relationship to really flourish, in my opinion, it's like you have to be aware to accept. No, not even accept. I'm not going to say accept because accepting like, yes, you're right. You have to be like,
You
you
don't have
have
to
to
do all
be
that
like,
for accepting.
yeah, you really don't have to go all out, but you have to like legit sit there and be like, okay, 2 plus 2 is 4 to you, but 2 with the exponential, the
Mm-hmm.
exponential
Yeah.
2 is also 4. So just because you
Two to
both
the
get
power of
2,
four. I mean, two to the power
2
of
to the,
two.
that's the one, because with English I got you in English, but math, yeah, fuck you. But 2 to the power of 2 is 4. That could be your way of thinking.
Get to the rhythm of the beat. Sorry.
But 2 times 4, no, sorry, 2 times 2 could be 4 to me, but 2 to the power of 2 can also be 4 to you. So it's just like what that taught me is just like not everybody has the same way of thinking as you. Just
Mm-hmm.
like when it comes
Like
to
to show
like,
your work.
you know what I'm saying? It's just like we do times tables as we did times tables in the past. Versus now people do like core math. It's just like, what the fuck is this? But
This
they
is how I learned my 9 times table. I was a fast math kid. I could do fast math on anything but nines. Nine
hmm
times 9 times 9. 1, 2, 3. Like it's the answer.
yeah.
For some reason, still to this day, if I got to do nines, this is this.
No, listen, and
But I
it's
know 12
valid.
times 12 is 144.
Listen, and it's valid. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Why?
it's like the same thing you learn about in school is the same thing as in relationships, right? To me, because it's just like you may get it in your own method, but somebody may get it in another way, and then you have to. I'm not gonna say sit there and take it, but you have to sit there and be like, okay, you got that, but how did you get that? Show your work, and then you learn from that, and then you build from there. Just like I think of things in a logical sense. Not saying that you do
I
not.
don't.
You no, you
I
do.
don't.
Listen, what's logical to you may not be logical to me, or it
And
might be
ain't.
logical. And uh, it could be. Listen, I'm just saying. It's just like you could have a logical moment, and I might not follow what you're talking about. You have to like spoon feed me that
I
information.
got you. You want me to explain it to him?
Go ahead.
So my way of communicating, it's a it's definitely a defense mechanism for me
You
because
better not say Melanese either. Get him!
that's not what I was gonna say, but that was gonna be in there, you asshole. Since you know so fucking much with your goddamn
I
fancy degree.
fucking do.
No, so my defense mechanism is that I already presume that what I'm gonna say is not gonna be understood. So a lot of times I try to find um deep salted analogies and pop references and Melanese, as I like to call it. But there are a lot of times where I will try to find things that people can draw from that compares to what I have to say. So, like, if I was trying to tell Kage a story, I'd be like, all right, babe. And so then I felt like this. And then he'll be like, okay, where's that stemming from? And I'm like, you remember in that movie that we watched 2 weeks ago, when in the scene where the girl was talking to her mom and like I was crying and I'm like, she just wants to be seen by her mom. And we know what the girl's going through, and she's trying to tell her mom, but her mom's like, honey, you gonna get ready for the prom, girl, because we gonna have fun and get dresses. And the girl wants to tell her mom, like, mom, I'm pregnant, life is a bitch. And then she's like, mom, I'm trying to say goodbye to you because I'm about to and so then the mom is like, girl, let's get your dress. And the mom buys her dress, but then like on prom day, her daughter ain't here because she went and so then we all realized that if the mama would have fucking listened, that her daughter would be that's how I'm feeling right now. And then Kage's like, are you prom day or are you pre-prom day? Like that's how I communicate with this man. And as logical as he is, he sometimes has to stomach somebody as expressive, I guess is a nice way to put it, as me. Would you say I'm expressive, babe?
you're very expressive. Like you're very animated, to say the least, when it comes to you explaining what's going on. Now, because I was raised in a different environment,
Caribbean.
Car- I won't even say Caribbean, more of a petty environment. Petty. I want to know what you're going on about. I want to know how you feel because I know what it's like to be unheard. That's why I talk so much, because when I say something, someone interrupts and then goes off on their fucking tangent. And then I'm sitting here with my thoughts and my feelings in the back burner. Just like, hey, I think 2 plus 2 is fucking. You know what? I think 2 plus 2 is fucking 4. You know what I'm saying? Because let me just go ahead and just tell you this right now. And I'm just sitting like, bro,
He's describing
4?
me.
No, it's not. It's not you. Not you. It's not you. Listen, if you want to know more, you go ahead and click the link on the bio, and then we're gonna go ahead and talk to you more about what's going on.
How long has it been written in that?
I just wrote. I just wrote that just now. Go ahead, click the link on the bio.
I'm happy that it's facing the right way. That's perfect. I'm glad I didn't
Yeah.
reverse your camera because that'd been awkward. Take the
Like, wait a minute.
canal me Iob. Okay.
Nah, but I get it though. Like I genuinely want to know, like, how you're feeling. You can use as many analogies, as many references as you can use, because I personally want to know how you're feeling. Because in my lifestyle, in my upbringing, I've never had that opportunity. I've always been outshadowed by
You're the middle
mother.
sibling, duh. What do
Exactly.
you have
Like
to say that can't be said by the younger
people
generation or
to
the
this
older
pe-
generation?
people to this day have to sit there and like, oh, is that the oldest one? No, I'm the middle child. I don't. Yeah, because I don't come around niggas. I like to stay home because I cannot go out
Yeah.
because I get told no when I say, hey, legit, honest
I'm listening.
interaction. I can't go across the street to play Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. I had talked about that when you had did the thing with Lala. I talked about that. These niggas had Shaolin monks in their house. I couldn't go across the fucking legit across the fucking street.
But your brother could and your sister could.
No, no, no. See, no. See, my sister, she
Mhm.
can go to the projects to have a sleepover. The projects.
It's the PJs in
The projects
projects.
to have a fucking sleepover. Now, the reason why I couldn't go across the street because apparently my mother had a hidden beef with the person's mother. I didn't fucking know about. Nigga, the people's mother didn't go ahead now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go off. Some bullshit.
Your mom is precious, dude. I love
She had
her.
a beef.
This nigga
Some
said, I don't fuck with her, so you don't fuck with her.
like nigga, like legit. She had
Oh.
the woman across the street had 2 sons. I fuck with both of them because they were my homies. Unfortunately,
You
they
know what
were
the
like
beef was about?
some baby shower shit. Some baby shower shit.
That pen is getting the work today.
Because a motherfucker didn't bring some baby shower shit. Now I can't fucking go across the street. And mind you, it's not even for the whole night. It's just go across the street. Mind you, it's nighttime. It's nighttime. Now, normally, hey, you would want your child to say, hey, listen, I'm about to go XY. You would want your child to check the fuck in. I'm going across the street. I'm playing some fucking Shaolin monks with my homeboy. Because I'm not gonna say I never really had a game system, but I
Made
never
up your
played no
own.
more. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I'm going across the street playing some Shaolin monks because it was 2 players. I get to play with these niggas. Yeah, they would beat my ass, but I was learning the fucking ropes.
Yeah.
Can't fucking do that.
Because your mama
But
got beef from a baby shower.
some beef, fucking carne beef, fucking god damn it,
No, carne.
carne asada. I don't. That sounds good right now. I go.
Carne
You want
is
some?
meat.
You want? I know.
I don't
She
want
got some.
Chipotle.
You want some? No, not Chipotle. You want some tacos
No, thank
tonight?
you.
Oh,
No,
okay, listen.
thank you.
We gonna get you some tacos tonight.
Next time you come down here, I have so many places we're gonna go. We're gonna go get
Listen,
real street quesadillas.
listen. We gonna stay out there forever.
We about to eat, boy.
Eat,
We
boys.
about to eat like city girls.
Ooh, baby Birkin bag. I'm about to get you a Birkin bag.
I don't want a Birkin. I do want
Thank
a
God.
Teflar though.
What Teflon?
The black brand. It's a black.
What the fuck is? What the fuck is a Teflon?
It's a black owned business, and they're
Oh,
the
okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I thought
yeah.
you were talking about like a body armor, please. That's Kevlar.
That is
Never
Kevlar,
mind.
babe. That's why I was looking at you like you're too excited, but also intrigued. So I was like, you're thinking of the body.
Yeah, sorry.
We're
I
not gonna
got
get I mean, do you want to get matching tactical gear like on not Fortnite on Grand Theft Auto?
you. Maybe. I don't want this anymore. Even though it has like a
You want me
body
to
armor.
take it? I'm gonna make it chic. I'm make it fashion and put it with some
Nah,
booty
nah,
shorts.
nah, nah. I need a one for like big and tall because I got this shit when I was like on some fasting shit. Now I'm on some. I was on some big and tall shit. I'm on some big and tall shit now.
I have a question for you.
I'm listening.
If
Booga,
you
booga,
if you could write a letter, a short little paragraph letter
damn.
to 14, 15-year-old you, what would you say?
Everything you were taught was a lie.
You're in a simulation. The Matrix?
Like for real. Everything you were fucking taught was a lie. Every fucking thing. Like everything that these drunk motherfuckers on the street would tell you, like, yo, inside, brother, you stand on the inside of the fucking road,
That's not
goddamn.
wrong.
No, but here's the thing though. Here's the thing. It's like they would tell me gentleman shit, but then they would use me as a therapist.
Mm.
It's just like inside, brother. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stand on the inside of the road and shit like that. And then it's just like they'll tell me this, and it's like, man, I lost my wife because I keep drinking. Stop drinking! Stop fucking drinking! You smell like fucking Four Locos. Just to stop it.
You're so logical.
Like, it's just like it pissed me off because it's like I learned a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean like I learned a lot about like unnecessary stuff. I grew up with a
Chip on your
dad.
shoulder.
No, not even that. My brother grew up on a chip on his shoulder. This is the same motherfucker. Now, mind you, our my father, me and my sister's father, abused us, abused everybody. He he fought with my brother when I was like at least 7.
Mhm.
Fought him outside when I was 7. Cops were called. They had said verbatim, if we get a call like this again, we're locking you
Somebody's going
both
to
in.
jail.
Yeah, somebody. And when I say somebody, I mean both because my brother is like maybe I was like 7 years old, so he's like maybe like 15, 14, 15 years old. So
Mm.
he's going into fucking jail, and my father's going into fucking jail because my father didn't approve of him being outside with his friends. Nigga,
Would you rather them out in the streets?
like listen, my brother was here and there. Like he knew a lot of people. He's very charismatic, so he knew a lot of fucking people, right? But he
Mm-hmm.
was legit outside out like legit, like not even like outside where you can't see him. He's like legit outside
In the courtyard.
in the courtyard area, so you can see him. Like you don't even have to like look outside the window. You can hear his fucking voice. You can hear his fucking voice. So he's not that fucking far.
He was a stoop kid sitting on a stoop.
It legit back when you can sit on your stoop with your homeboys and it'll be all right. All of his homeboys, legit, were in the same vicinity. Like one of his homeboys lived all right. I'm in the front of the area. One of his homeboys lived in the back of the complex.
Yeah.
The other one lived legit down this fucking street, and the
Yeah.
other one lived like legit the opposite way. So it's just like he's not
You
really
meet in the
doing.
middle.
Exactly. So that's unfortunately was the middle. So it's just like, hey, we're here, we're talking, we're not doing anything. My brother picked on my brother. My, no, I'm sorry. My father picked on my brother. Got his ass beat, respectably. Got his ass rocked. Good. My father, well, my cousin lived here. My girl cousin at that. There was a time where something had happened. Like my female cousin,
Mm-hmm.
girl cousin, watching TV. My father, instead of just saying like, "Hey, can I watch TV?" Like, what I'm saying, just like, "Hey, I see that you're watching something. Can I watch something real fast?" Instead of doing that, he steps in the way of the TV and it's like, "Oh, you're not watching TV. I'm here." Type shit. I had to put like legit. They got into like a heated discussion. I had to push her away. I get hit in the fucking mouth because my girl cousin
It's
hit one
wop
of these
wop wop.
like she hit one of these windmill motherfucking like I'm about to charge up the whole fucking city. Beep! And I hit in my fucking lip because this nigga want to be on some bullshit. Exactly. He was on some bullshit. Another situation where my brother and my father went at it again for like maybe the second, third time. Right?
Were they at
This
least in the house?
They were in the house this
Good.
time
All right.
because they knew what the fuck was gonna happen if they would have done that shit outside again. So they were in the house this time. So instead of him just saying like, like, hey, listen, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna sit there and say like as a stepfather you need to back off type shit. But it's like I don't know what the fuck happened, but whatever the fuck happened, um, they were tussling, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who pulled who off. I don't know if my brother like got pulled off or my sister pulled him off or whatever the fuck the case may be. I don't fucking remember. But my father, he swung and then hit Muda, hit her, and then
And she
she
was a
hit him.
baby.
And she was like, you know what I'm saying? She's like 3 years younger than me. So I don't know how old she was at the time, but she was a fucking baby. Like, and so
Let's
she
just say
swung
middle
off.
school.
She was like middle school ish. No,
Mm.
no line, elementary. Elementary. Because the reason why I say that is because when the last final straw happened was when I was in like 8th grade.
Mm.
So what happened was I was in 8th grade going into I was in summer school. They called it the transition program. Whatever. Just say I was in fucking summer school program, nigga. Fuck. I was in summer school. So
Mm-hmm.
what happened was, like, they would just like, they would test me and do all this other shit to make sure that I'm eligible to be in high school because they want to make sure that
On
I'm at
par.
the same exactly. So what happened was I did what I had to do. I took the test, I did whatever, and then I finished off the whole summer school session with an A+.
Hey, my bitch was
Get it?
smart.
Smart as fuck, boy. You know what I'm saying? So I walked home from the school, and first thing I did, because I grew up on playing games, grew up on fucking playing games. So first thing I did is I came home, celebratory, playing games. I don't know what the fuck game I was playing, doing my thing. Boom, 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 boom. This nigga comes in the fucking house talking about like, oh, what you playing games for? Like, read a book type shit. Telling me to read a fucking book. I'm like, I'm not reading a fucking book. Like the fuck, like I just
You just
like
got
I
out of
showed him
school.
exactly. I just got a fucking school. We're done.
I'm finished.
We are we're finished.
It's
I got a
summer
fucking
now.
A+. I got a fucking A+, bro.
There's no
Like, you
more
know what I'm saying?
telling.
That's it. Finish. I just didn't. I legit have like maybe like 2 to 3 weeks left of summer to enjoy, and then I go back to school. So he was also like, oh yeah, read a book type shit. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody fucking say, bro. If you are doing summer school and you pass that shit with fucking flying colors, there is no fucking reason for you to read a fucking book, bro. It's like if you have no summer school and then they hit you with the summer reading, read your fucking books, do what you fucking got to do. It wasn't mandatory for me to do that shit because I passed.
Yeah.
So with me, define this motherfucker because he felt like he was big shit. This nigga like pushed me onto the couch and then started to fucking choke me. Now, that right there,
That was your 13th reason?
that was my fucking 13 reason. Because my sister stopped me from doing what the fuck I wanted to fucking do,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still here talking to you.
Amen, amen.
Because I don't give a fuck what nobody fucking say. I'm the type of person
You
that if
snap.
I will fucking snap. I don't like the snap. I don't like the fucking snap. But when it gets to that point, well, I'm sorry for whoever the fuck. You better knock me the fuck out or make sure I'm fucking tied the fuck up somewhere. I'm sorry. Don't look at me like that. You're twitching, twitchy. Go ahead now. No, I'm
When
serious
people be
because
like, blink fast if you need help.
no, fuck that. I don't need no fucking help. No sauce. I don't need no
I'm
sauce.
talking about me.
Oh, you.
Cause
Never mind.
you
No,
sound like one of those men that's gonna snap on his wife one day.
no,
So
no, 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 no. So here's the thing about me.
you
Because
don't
I
touch
see
women,
I hit bitch. No,
and I'm the
no, but
baddest.
seriously. No, hey, hello there. Hello. No, I've seen my father hit my mother. I've seen my father hit on my mother. I've seen my father cheat on my mother. So all of the shit that he's done, I told myself I'm not doing that shit. I've seen those nights where my mother is crying. My mother is crying because he can't get fucking right. He can't do this right. He can't do this shit right. And I told myself like, yo, and I would watch shit too. I'm like, yo, if this is what a man does, I don't want to be that kind of man. I don't want to be the type of man that skips out on his fucking family. I don't want to be the type of man that beats on his wife. I don't want to be the man. Like, even though his DNA is inside me at this fucking moment until the day I fucking perish. I have my mother's patience, but I have my father's temper. But I don't let that side of me come out. I don't let that side of me come out because it's like he has a temper, but I won't follow in his stupid decisions. I won't treat my kids how he treated me. When I had like my homegirl with the twins and shit, as crazy as they are, as crazy as they are,
You've never
I
thought of doing
treat
the stuff he's done.
I've never. They not my kids, but at the same time they are my kids. You know what I mean? It's just like I get told time and time again, like, from her side of the family, like, yo, you treat them better than their own father. Because the father only claims one child because that one child looks just like him. The other one is dark skinned like myself.
Aren't they twins?
Oh, they twins,
They're
but
twins.
they're twins, but it's like
They're
this
twins.
nigga they twins, but
They came out the coochie at the same time.
but the father's stupid. But their father is stupid.
I mean, let's y'all
You know,
double banged ass. It was like,
oh,
I get one side, you get the
no,
other side. Shoot the club.
no, sir. The nigga is stupid. Now, mind you, the nigga live across the street. Like legit. It's so crazy how a lot of shit happens and they're like
Across the
legit
street.
and across the
Your
fucking
city's
street.
very small. Yeah.
Very fucking small.
Population 20,
If like I'm not gonna say this to
45,
incriminate myself. Shut up. I'm not
60.
going to say it to incriminate myself.
Hold on, real quick.
I'm listening.
All right, you caught up. You were glitching for a minute.
Oh shit.
You good?
Sorry.
You're like, I'm not
Sorry.
Mr. Incriminate myself. It's like a lot of chewy words.
Chewy. A little crunchy. Crunchy words. Wait. So you go back to it.
No. You. I could hear you. I just your voice. You look like one
Mouth.
of your favorite movies. I don't want to
You
incriminate
have
myself.
you have you have insulted my family. Like I don't want to incriminate myself, but it's like there was a time where
Man, going to
that
jail.
like legit like that's one of the things that's holding me back. Like jail time. Like because there's been a lot of times where it's like you know what, I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm gonna hurt somebody. Yeah.
We
Listen.
doing therapy. Wait until we get
Listen.
when we get married. We in group therapy. We gonna both of us
No,
go
that's
through
fine.
shit
That's
together.
fine. That's fine.
We need
Like that.
insurance.
Listen, we gonna have some insurance now. I'm gonna tell you. No, but seriously though, it's like there's times where it's like if okay, how should I say this shit without sounding like I'm just on the offensive? If a person
Sorry.
to you chat, if a person is bold enough to threaten your fucking life or threaten to do bodily harm to you, whatever you do after that, I just look into yourself. Look within yourself and ask if it's worth it. Because I'm gonna tell you this shit right the fuck now. When a lot of rumors was popping up, and this nigga was just like, "Oh yeah, you sleeping with him? Oh, you doing this?" And then he was like, making his little jokey jokes about me and all this other shit, saying that he was gonna stop my face. And like, nigga, we across the fucking street. I've seen you like 3 or 4 fucking times after the incident. Nothing fucking happened. If you wanted to fucking go, if you wanted to be released from this mortal coil, just say that. Because
Why is it that deep though?
I'm the type of person that don't take threats lightly.
But you know he pussy, so
But that's the thing though. I'm
okay.
not. I'm not. I'm listening. If a person tries your fucking life, I'm getting life.
I don't need that.
I'm getting life.
But okay. I was waiting until you reverse, the question.
I'm saying sorry.
It's okay, baby. You're talking, and I love that. That's trust me. That's what this talk show is all about. Talking,
Let's
boy.
go. Here we
No,
go.
are you finished? I don't want to
Yes,
cut you off.
I'm finished. I'm good. Fine.
Similar to you, you. There's not that many people on, as you called it, the mortal plane. There's not that many people on this earth who have seen me angry. Um, period. And you got to see my raw rage.
Oh yes.
And thankfully it wasn't aimed at you, but you got
Yeah.
you got to see a rare emotion that I don't express. Like I don't let myself get angry, even though it's a valid emotion,
Facts.
but I don't use it because with the shit that I done been through, you do not want to be on the other side of
It's
the feast. I have
it's
it's itchy. um,
yeah.
I guess for me, if I could talk to 14, 15-year-old me, just so I can get to the part of talking about my anger, it would be okay with the uncomfortability of all your emotions. Not just the happy, not just the sad, but allowing myself to be angry because there was a lot of shit I should have been angry about back then. Even before that, because that's before some of the good stuff, like the good messy bullshit of my life happened. But before I learned how to fully embrace joy,
Yeah.
I was. It's weird to explain it now because now when I look back, it's justified emotions that I felt guilty for so long. But I was Queen Fist, like I was Miss Fury. Like, don't piss me off, or you better know how to fight. So, like, there's very few good stories about me and my older brother. Your brother's what, 7 years older than you? Mine's is 13.
Yeah. Damn.
Me and him been whooping each other's ass since 1999. I'll be nice. I'll say I was 6 when we first got into a scuffle. Six
Sick.
versus 19.
Nigga, you wildin'.
See, this is the thing, right? Growing up, for me, because we have similar things that happen in life, but
Yeah.
different. You grew up and your dad was the abuser. I grew up, my grandpa was an alcoholic, a mean alcoholic. I don't know if he was physical with everybody else. He wasn't physical with me. His mouth was vicious.
Mm.
Like, I went from being the princess to just fat bitch and all kinds of shit, right? Grandma, Mrs. Manipulator. Didn't know she was manipulating sadly, until after she passed and I really got to piece things together as an adult. My brother and I I found out later on in life we had a lot of the same hurts in our childhood that did not ever get it fixed. So I understand why he's kind of the way he is. And my mom and my aunt, they had their own fucking shenanigans of whatever the fuck made them the way they are now.
Mm.
But growing up, I was raised by that concoction, and the common denominator was rage, upset, pissed, like that beyond that fury.
Mm.
And I was Mrs. Sunshine and Rainbows, and everything's gonna be okay. And well, like, let's just hold hands. Can I hug you? I want to hug you. I baked cookies. I never really wanted to feel that fury. And then when I did, I've been the person that got either one of y'all are getting in this cop car. So,
Listen, Mel,
and I'm getting exported out. I'm the person that, oh, so and so did something to your niece or your nephew. So that bitch
come again.
and then I black out. The next thing I know, I'm getting told the glorious story of how I dragged a bitch during tug of war. Or
Listen.
it was always something of kind of like you blacked out and then
The rest was history.
yeah, shit got handled. But I wish I would have learned about anger and that upset and how to manage it. Because just like the time you heard it, and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs because I'm like, look, this is a very big cake. It felt like, and it's gonna sound creepy to compare it to this, but it felt like some people who do bad things, like criminals and stuff, like some people have a compulsion. Some people have a sickness, right? Like, oh, I'm gross and I want to touch little kids. There's some gross people out there. Like, some people it's a compulsion. Some people make that conscious decision. For me, it was like, I just remember being like, if you open this door, I ain't got it. There's no more strength. I'm gonna let that bitch rip. Open the door. Open the door, Clarice. Open the door, Caroline.
All right, open it. Go ahead, open it.
I triple dog dare you to open it. This is gonna be a very Merry Christmas.
The door has never been opened.
That door was
again.
closed firmly, and I was left alone.
Firmly grasped it.
Motherfuckers walked their ass away from that door. I bet you they did, but it's I wish I would have was talked to about that emotion. I wish I was talked to about a lot of shit. I feel like the idea that things that you didn't want me to do or didn't want me to feel and not talking to me about it with the expectations that it just wouldn't happen was all the things that happened to me and were the things that ended up hurting me because I was ignorant. And so other people are learning about it. Other people didn't experience it. And guess what? Other people are going to go find that little naive bitch that wasn't talked to about it. And they're going to try and talk to that bitch about that shit. Like, yeah, I didn't do drugs. I didn't do this. But, all the other shit that you left me susceptible to didn't happen. And now, big sexy, big hurt. Big sexy hurt.
I wouldn't even
juice if I ain't hurt. Bruised Texas peach.
Big sassy. Big sassy.
Big Texas peach is bruised.
Come on now. I wouldn't even say you're ignorant to it.
Browned it.
You ain't know. You know what I mean?
Soft.
Come on, not soft. SAWF. She SAWF South.
With a T. South.
South. Oh Lord, baby. No, I wouldn't even say that you ignorant about it shit because you ain't know.
That's like what ignorance is.
No, but all right. So no. So with me, ignorance, it's like you know better, but you don't do better. That's what me is like. You know, not to cross the fucking street without looking both ways.
At your goddamn narrative.
Oh, is that? Yes.
The other day I was trying to figure out where that came from, and I'm like,
Yeah. That's my boy Itachi right here. Goddamn
Itachi.
Oh,
and Sasker.
Sasker. Is that his sister? Is that his sister there?
Your mama said that shit with her chest.
Lord.
That's your mama's Boosie Badass.
That's my mama's boobies bidets, man. She's that like that as a boy.
As
Really
a boy.
so
Is it?
pretty.
No,
He's so pretty.
it's not.
Like legit, if I could tell myself, my 14-year-old self, like, yo, everything you fucking learned was a lie, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like figure figure out people. Like study people. Not in a sense of traumatic events, but just study people. See how they roll.
Get to
Because
see
huh?
people for who they are.
Yeah, exactly. See people who they are. Don't trust everyone for face value because a lot of people can sit there and say, like, hey, a lot of people are like, look, I'm a great guy. Like fucking Mike from the call center sat there and said, like, I'm a chill guy. I'm a fucking chill guy. And then when I fucking start working with him, he's just like, yo, what's going on with those phones, bro? What's going on with those phones, bro? Like, nigga, the
That was
motherfucker
a
needs
funny
to
time. That nigga
I
didn't
was
last long.
no, he's still there. I think he still might be there. Freddie wasn't. Freddie didn't last long because Freddie was on some bullshit, trying to like get people fired because he was on some weird shit, bro.
I almost said your government, Kennard. You one of the
Canard,
good ones.
niggas like, yeah, man.
Like,
Like
nigga,
I
I
want,
can't stand your ass.
like if I had my iPhone, I'll put up the message just like,
No,
yeah,
I
you
think
know.
I have it saved somewhere. You're good.
Thank
It's in
God,
WhatsApp.
niggas just do it just like, hey, I want to thank everybody for doing this and that, and people being brown noses and messing up a Christian man's, a man of God's fantasy or whatever the fuck he was on. It's like Joel and Kennard, y'all the real ones. Like, listen, Joel wasn't shit, and I was the
I
one
don't like
legit.
your ass. I'm trying
Exactly.
to get you fired.
I ain't fucking like your ass, but I ain't get your fucking fired, bro.
Oh
You
my
got
god.
yourself fucking fired, bro. Like I'm legit trying to do my fucking job, and you hit me up on my day of fucking off, talking about like, yo, did you get these negatives removed from fucking Amazon? Nigga, no, I'm sleeping, respectively.
I work from
Best,
home times.
no, yeah. I was drinking a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I was drinking a lot,
Yeah.
a lot, a lot
Yeah.
of, a lot of like customer service issues that should have been handled that wasn't handled by my team. And because people felt as though, hey, I can respond on Kennard's shit, and then they respond back with some bullshit. They're like, I'm about to just assign myself out of this shit and then put Kennard back in there. Nigga, why? You fucked up. Solve it. Solve it. Solve X. You fucked up. You're supposed to send a fucking charger. Guess what? You
Babe.
sent the whole. Huh?
Babe.
Yes.
You've worked 2 jobs since that job.
I have.
Let it burn. It's burning.
It's burning.
Your
Let it
feelings
burn.
are valid, but you're gonna just get upset and then go look for those old emails. Let it go.
I'm gonna fucking
I know
laugh
you
at
are.
them.
No.
I'm gonna laugh at them.
No. No.
Whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna laugh at them after we done here. I'm gonna laugh. Like, that's so stupid. Even after I left. I'm sorry. This
I'm
pertains to the
sorry.
new job now.
I'm listening.
Even after I fucking left, I get a fucking text message from the manager telling me like, "Oh, how do you usually do with these situations?" Nigga, I don't even fucking work there no more, bruh. Fuck you won't. And because I'm a good Samaritan, I helped them out.
I
And
will wait for you. For you.
go ahead, baby.
I
But yeah,
will wait for
everything that I
you.
learned when I was around 14 up to the age of 17 was a fucking lie. But thankfully, I have experience now. And Mel, you are a part of me refining what I've learned, telling me what's not okay and what is okay. And I'm not going to sit there. I'm not going to sit there and be like, I'm a munch about this shit. There are some things that legit I was doing that was legit not okay.
Not okay.
Hold, holding emotions in was not a fucking okay. I was resentful of everybody in my fucking family.
What? Not
I
you.
I fucking resent a lot of people in my family, son. a lot. Like, make no fucking sense.
I'm learning to shut up and let y'all talk. That's why I'm working on it.
No, listen, I'm learning to fucking voice my opinion.
You're doing great.
It's
I'm
like
very proud of you.
fuck these niggas, bro.
You know what it is?
What's up?
Well, I gotta stop saying you know what it is because this is you know what I perceive.
What's up?
Uh, in your situation, like two things. Damn, I got burp. Excuse me. One, you didn't have. I'm not gonna say you didn't have the emotional intelligence because that sounds stupid, but like you were in a very. A lot of people go through this emotion, but like when you've been hurt and when you just gotta you go into survival mode, but then there's this step beyond survival mode that I call when you get numb and you're just like fuck it, fuck fuck it. I just need to make it to tomorrow. I gotta go to work. I got this. Okay, tomorrow what I got planned. Do my basics. I ain't washed my ass today. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Okay, next day. All right, I'm gonna do this next day.
You okay?
You hear the phone?
No.
There's a phone ringing in the house.
You wanna answer it while we take a little break?
It's not my phone.
Oh well.
She has two phones. I'm good.
Two phones.
My heart was jumping because it's just me at home right now.
She's like getting
And I
that
heard
phone.
that phone ring, and it's a very old school, like old nigga cell phone ringer, like a regular degular ring with just a little twang to it. So I was like, and Nubia ain't been barking, so I'm like,
Two
anyway,
plus two. 2 plus 2.
2 plus 2 is 7. Um, but then there's that numb, and you were definitely when we first started talking, you were. I read some of the stuff that you were saying, and I was talking like before we were serious, and I'm like, knowing you now and knowing you then, you 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 was numb. You was very like the day you're talking about when you were working at that call center and you went to that bar.
Yo,
This nigga, do you want to tell the
let
story or you
me.
want me to tell him? Because I remember
Nah, nah,
sitting there. I
nah,
was
nah,
at
nah.
home. I was damn near in tears because this nigga just was. You ever watch somebody self medicate and you're just like that day I was just like, this nigga is like Mac Miller. This is sad.
Yeah.
You don't have to numb this hard. Tell him
I
about that day at the call center.
listen. Let me tell you.
Oh, Sage. Mm.
So that particular day, I was dealing with. I don't know if it was around Freddie's time or goddamn Mike time.
It was around Mike because y'all were moving offices.
No. Maybe
Because that was you were y'all transitioning back into the office, or was that right before y'all
I
went
don't
home?
remember. I don't remember. I don't. That's what I'm trying to remember. It's just like
Did Mel
if
have a PlayStation yet?
I don't know. You know what? You let the light skinned man talk into having a PlayStation.
Dark skin man ain't answer
No,
the phone.
no. This was Freddie. Freddie
Okay.
time. Because when Mike came, he came like at the close to the end of us working in that location to the other location. Then we worked from home. But with Freddie, locate the Freddie era saga, it was just like, yeah, I'm working, doing what I gotta fucking do. And this particular shit happened when he had sent an email, maybe like a week or two in advance, talking about like, oh yeah, people like are blatantly disrespecting the fucking the lunch times and shit. Weird shit. It normally how it's set up, 12 o'clock hit, supposed to be Jesma and Antoinette. They go on lunch for 1 hour. After they come back at 1 o'clock, it was me and the twins' mother. You know what I'm saying? Like they will go out for 1 hour. and then stop it. We get fucking quick check. After that, it'd be Joel, because Joel likes to fucking take the last shift. I don't know why, but that's his fucking prerogative. He'll fuck around and take his shift. But at around this time and shit, it's like Joel left at 2 o'clock, well, at 1 o'clock, around where, me and the twins' mother would leave. But it's like you know when we'll fucking take our break because you've been there for fucking like 7 months. So you know who's taking who lunch. Like you didn't even fucking say, hey, listen, we're taking the same lunch. So instead of him saying like, hey, you can't take your lunch because you normally take your lunch at around like 2 o'clock. This is your usual time. Motherfucker sent a whole email out to the fucking HR, included the fucking director of operations, and then included all these other motherfuckers, trying to get a lot of people fucking fired for fucking nothing. So at around this time, that's when the twins' mother was working for the other companies. Now she's IT. She's fucking IT. And I don't have nobody to take lunch with because she's IT at another fucking location. So I fucking sit there and say, like, listen, instead of you confronting your mans about the shit, I'm about to go get me a drink. Want me across the street? Got me a fucking purple rain. Purple rain. Kept drinking that shit until my break was over. And I'm gonna tell you shit right now, I was happy. I was happy. And then when we worked from home, Mel was there. I was drinking from the start of the shift to the end of the shift. And you think I give a fuck? Nope. No, sir. Fuck. I know you gave a fuck, but I didn't. Because reason why you give a fuck is because reason why I gave a fuck because like this is not who I am.
It was who you were.
It was who I am.
It was who you were.
Oh, it was. Well, that's not who I am. Like initially, like that's not my character. But it's like I had told you about Joel and how he would like to how he answer the phone, put niggas on hold, and then it makes it seem like he's doing his job, but he don't be doing his fucking shit. So I'm like, yo, listen, fuck this shit, bro. If he can do it, I can do it too. Better. But I didn't like that call center. But Mel was there. Mel saw what I'm like. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me like blasting or getting upset, I just drink.
You get even.
Sometimes I get even. Sometimes.
That's that difference of us. We have like there's very like I don't know how to say it, strategic differences of us. Like if somebody was to say like, oh well what did they do? Like I think if we ever did like a couple sport and like they're like, okay, we need to get revenge, they would definitely know what I did and what you did. Your shit would have been like a mind game. Like, yeah, I put sugar in that nigga's drawers and gave him a yeast infection or some shit. Whereas I'm gonna be like,
you're baking bread in that bitch. Like what?
I'm gonna be like,
I'm sorry. you're baking bread, bitch. Like you go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Are you? Are you? I feel
Yes,
like you are.
I am.
Um,
I am. Sounds like a good idea though too. Shit, I can go hold you. I love you.
I love you too. I love you for all the shit that comes with your ass, but
Mwah.
no, don't kiss me right now. You know what the fuck you did. You fucking weirdo. It's just fucking weird. Like, y'all, everybody thinks I'm the one that's hard to deal with. Nigga over here. That's a good idea now that you think about it. Biological warfare. I was just gonna say I'm the type to put like I put a booger on its nose. Like I mean put a booger on the doorknob and they touched
No,
it.
fuck it. Too
Your
easy.
ass is just like milk. Think big, bitch. Think big.
Big, yo. Think big. Fuck him up for life.
Mm-mm.
Man, listen.
What is okay? This is gonna be like my last big deep question for you. You ready?
Damn. See, okay, I'm listening. Nah.
I like you too. Um, What is something you're excited about in the future with us?
Finally being
Don't be
in
nasty.
close. No. Finally being in close proximity with you without worry about you leaving in a week or two. Just you being there and just me. Even though I don't, even though it might be cheesy.
Boo, munch.
Oh, this nigga a munch. You know, fuck it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Watch you
Fuck
can't hear
it.
because your mic peaks.
Man, listen, I don't give a fuck about my mic peeking, boy. Hold on, here you go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you thought I was feeling you?
Damn, that's loud.
Niggas a munch. Niggas a eat it, he eat it for lunch.
Because I'm a munch. I'm a munch.
Do you even know what a munch is, babe?
I know what a munch is,
What's a
baby.
munch?
Don't worry about that. Just know that it me. I munch. It me. I munch.
Is it a
Nah,
munch if we go together? I thought it would be a munch
mean-
if we didn't go together.
no, so it's like
You
like
gotta
okay.
school me, baby. You know you're the young
No,
one.
no. 'Cause it's like somebody it's like somebody being called a simp. It's like you doing all this extra shit, right? For
Babe,
a
I
woman,
told you
right?
that. Babe,
Huh?
don't I
Huh?
told you what a fucking munch is. Don't do this.
Listen, I'm
And
just
you using
explaining.
my definition. Like I'm like,
I'm
babe.
just going through it with the chat because you told me, but you not told them. You understand me? Because them not know that I'm a munch. You understand me?
You're not a
A
munch.
munch or whatever. I don't.
Are you a simp? You think you're a simp for me?
Sometimes.
Where's
Sometimes.
my goddamn chicken nugget? No, I'm kidding. Don't.
Oh, you
no,
want?
no, 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 no,
Oh,
no!
shit.
I was kidding.
You
I
want
have
McDonald's chicken? What
I
you
do,
want,
but I have
McDonald's?
chicken strips on the table. Stop.
No, that ain't nuggies. That
Guys,
ain't nuggies.
during the commercial break, this nigga bought me food. I ain't never had a
You
good.
guys, you ain't gotta say that, bro.
I have to, because you over here. It was the only way to make you stop ordering.
Who said they gonna let me stop?
Stop. But if you order it, get a cookie tote.
What's that?
It's fucking cookies. They make cookies, and then it's in a fucking little cute little like. It's almost like the Happy Meal box, but for cookies. And it's got a
McDonald's?
little window so you can see them.
McDonald's?
There's 13 in the tote. I don't need the 13. Really, I just need 2.
McDonald's?
But the tote is $5, so it's kind of weird. It is at McDonald's.
Okay.
But I don't, babe, not now. No, stop it. I wish I had a spray
Cookie.
bottle. No,
Tote. Okay, well.
not a McCookie. A McCookie tote.
Let me get a McCookie tote,
Can I
please.
get
Like,
a
what the
McCookie with the side of a McShake?
Can I get it for McDelivery? Like what?
That is what they call it. I hate that.
I
Like,
hate
it's
them.
branding, but it's like if you're
I
gonna do
need
all that,
it.
bring back the Hamburglar.
I need that shit McNow. Like what?
You a munch, no kidding. So proximity, you just
Yeah.
ready to wake up to me.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get tired of me? You ain't
Nah,
gonna
man.
what?
Man, listen. Nobody's perfect, man.
I gotta work it again and again till I make it right.
Nobody's fucking perfect, man. But at the same time, it's just like I can honestly sit there and say, like, you made me better. You made me fucking better than I ever fucking was. You know what I mean? Like, none of my relationships ever taught me, hey, this is how I want to be loved. What you say like that? I'm sorry. I'm hit the Joe cry. Yeah. Joe.
I can't do the lean down out of this chair because you know this chair is broken, but you do the Peter slides up out of the window somehow. Oh my god.
None of my relationship taught me the shit that you taught me, bro. I've never had opportunity to learn about people's. I didn't know anything about love languages. I didn't know that there was a love language for quality time, gifts, fucking what's that other shit that they call
I mean, it
physical
also
touch.
comes to know that like I learned most of that shit during the time I was telling you about it. Like I would learn it and then turn to you and be like, "Guess what I just learned?"
Listen, and I didn't learn none of that shit. I just learned, hey, I have a problem, and like legit in my past relationships, it's like I have a problem, and then my response was like, well, what you want me to do fucking about it? I wasn't legit in the beginning. I wasn't fucking logical. I was just like, what the fuck you like where do we go from here? Like where do we go from here? Like what is your plan of action? And he's like, I don't fucking know. So because of that, I have to take on the role of problem solver, and I have to do this. And all of the relationships I had in the past, all the things that I said to myself, like, okay, this happened because of this. I wasn't able to make this kind of decision, so that's why this happened. I wasn't able to do this, so I did this. So that's why I'm the person who I am today. If you have a fucking problem, I'm gonna sit there and say, okay, how about we do this? Problem
Boo.
solved.
Let me feel
Damned if you
my
do,
emotions,
damned if
you
you don't.
bitch.
See, that's the thing. I never had that opportunity in my relationship. Nobody ever taught me like, hey, let me feel what I want to feel. It's always been like, I have a problem, solve it. And it's like at the time, it's just like I don't know how to fucking solve it. Like you have a flat tire, the fuck? Like, go ahead, I'm listening.
I was waiting.
Oh yeah, you put a pin on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see you. See, we have our own little things where she do certain signs, and I'm like, huh?
Like, shut up.
Yeah. What you want me to
Hurry up, forget. I'm gonna etch a sketch in a minute.
But it's like that's how it was for me, man. It's like I would go through a situation and it's like no, they will go through a situation. And I'm like, what the fuck do you want me to do about it? Especially when it comes to long distance. Like, oh, hey, my neighbors are fighting next to me. What do you want me to do about that?
By the time we
Like,
get on this plane, baby.
but exactly, the problem solved. Niggas in jail, like the fuck, and then from me being a realist, just like if I got on a plane, which is gonna cost me hundreds of fucking dollars to get on a fucking plane to come to you, then I also need to get a cab to get to you, or me driving to you, which is gonna take fucking 8+ hours. Situation's already resolved, or somebody's in fucking jail. What do you want me to fucking do about that? You know what I'm saying? You could have called 911 about your neighbors fighting. My relationship fucking ended. No, I don't know what I want anymore, and all of this shit because I can't fucking help you. I'm listening. Yes, yes, baby. Go ahead.
I think the thing is,
Yeah.
I think it's especially when you're younger, as a lady,
Yes.
you're taught you're kind of given the premise of like men already know. They have a jump start on relationships. They have a jump start on what it is to be a man, or what is perceived for them as a man to know. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So like sex and this, we come in with we told y'all know what to do, and we just supposed to be sitting up there, following y'all. And so then it comes to the point where we meet y'all, we get with y'all, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. I was supposed to ask you that shit. They told me to ask my nigga, and I'm you my nigga, right? But also in those times, I think, especially now that you have me and you realize that sometimes they're just venting. It sounds like they want you to handle it in that sense, but really, we just want you to be like, baby, are you scared? Why are you scared? Or, hey, come on, let's put a movie on and we can, ignore them, put some headphones on. You got headphones? It's not always in the, I need you to solve that situation expeditiously. It's the, I want you to comfort me. I want to feel safe, and you're something I feel safe with. I think,
Mm.
which, again, I think, which I want to make sure I put into this episode, it wasn't just me reading books and it wasn't just us saying we conversate. We used multiple tools to learn how to talk, because there was things that we would have never talked about if it wasn't for like them conversation, relationship, dating kind of cards. Them
Yeah.
like, I don't know all the names we didn't had, but we didn't went through multiple decks of conversation cards. We
We went
Google
through.
questions.
Yeah.
There'll
Right.
be a situation I look at. We watch Divorce Court.
As fuck.
That is a staple.
Baby, I bought you 3 apples. You ate 1. It's gonna stay with me
To
forever. I don't
this
give a
day,
fuck.
I want to fight that nigga because I'm just like, bitch, you working at a strip club making all this money, and he using your car, and you letting him be the alpha?
Mm-hmm. I'm the alpha male. This chief beef looking motherfucker.
Bitch, you
Oh,
cute, and you have the audacity to let this fucking fake chief keep. You better be
listen,
swinging dangling, cause ain't no motherfucking way, man.
ain't no way.
We don't even make love anymore. Bitch, why is he here? He is a munch, and not the kind we like.
Jesus Christ.
That nigga's a funch.
He is a funch.
Fake
Not a
ass
munch.
munch.
It's a funch.
But that's us. Like that's a lot of people like, and it sounds goofy to say it like this, but hopefully somebody said it in the comments today so I could be like, see, y'all said it. People be like, oh, I admire you and Kage. Or you and Kage like compliment each other. This is forged in a fire. This is
It's fuck.
friendship first, close friends, bae, boyfriend. We didn't got to the point now where it's like previous me, like meeting your family would have damn near hospitalized me with anxiety.
Bruh.
I would have, you would have been like, all right, come on, we got to go do my best friend's wedding. And I'd be like, I'm staying in the hotel. I can't do it.
You did amazing and you looked amazing.
There's no pictures to prove it. And the
Man.
fucked up part is we didn't even take pictures. I have no pictures of me at that wedding. I technically wasn't there.
We
I even tried to go live at the fucking wedding, and I was like, God is letting me know I don't need to be here because I was freaking out. And then you left me there. Oh, the old me would have never. You would have came back, and I'd have been walking back to wherever you said you was going.
Oh, you looked amazing. And that fucking photographer for
I
that.
don't even remember what my hair looked like. No wig on.
No, I don't think you had a wig on.
I don't remember what I looked. I just remember I had the white shirt on, and I had heels
You
on.
had no. You had on you had your hair out. You had your hair out, I think. And then them fucking people forced you to eat fucking pork.
Oh
And you
my
was
god, guys! They tried to
and
make me
you
eat pork,
you just like,
and I
yo,
was too scared to tell them no because they were Haitian moms. I've
and you
never,
just like,
I've never really been left alone with Haitian moms before. That was, and I didn't even tell them my last name. I was scared.
you
Haitian
just
moms
like,
are worse than Creole moms. A
you
little bit
just
worse
like,
than Jamaican moms. No
you
offense
just
to the Haitians.
hey,
Y'all
it's all
mamas
good.
is scary, especially no. I take that back. Grandmas, because I'm gonna give them the extra power. If they were
Yo,
probably moms, I'd have been fine. They were grandmas. I can't tell no grandma no. Eat this. What is this? It's grill.
you said, yo, Kage
Okay.
eat.
I was
You said
confused.
Kage.
I didn't know what it was. At first, I
You
thought it
was
was chicken, and then I'm like, that's not chicken.
yeah, that ain't chicken. You say, yo, Kage eat this.
It's
I'm
the
like,
way
what's
you
that?
came
I
back to
don't
the
know.
table. No, you literally came back to the table. Why you got that on your plate?
What?
You
You
don't eat
don't eat
pork.
that. You
You
don't
don't
eat
eat
fucking
that.
pork.
Oh, that's pork? They said it's grill. Yeah, grill is pork, babe.
Hey.
Oh.
Listen, we had a time.
Did you like it? Yeah.
We had a time.
Tasty. I ain't gonna lie,
I
that
will.
chicken was fucking fire. I wish I could have took some more of that home.
If I can go through that shit 100 times, I would definitely go through that 100 times with you.
I got to dance with you at a wedding.
I know. And they were so happy. It was like, oh my God, yes. So I was like, yeah, get your
That shit was
ass.
the gayest part of the whole thing. Is the fucking grandmas came back out. Oh yes, yes,
I don't think they
yes.
were like. I don't think they were like that with the groom and the bride. I don't think they were like that.
Mm-mm.
But that motherfucking
Bitch in that.
photographer.
Oh, I thought you was gonna talk about the bitch in that dress.
Yo, listen, we're gonna talk about her too. But if you a fucking photographer with goddamn Bugs Bunny socks on, and you out here taking pictures.
Every once in a while, you know what I think of?
What's
Damn, we
up?
should have called Malik.
Yo, we should have called Malik. Where the fuck you at, man? Where the fuck you at, Malik?
That'd been a cool ass way to meet Malik too. Be like, Malik, you the photographer?
Man, he would have sent me them shits ASAP. Because that fucking photographer drank my fucking liquor that I concocted. And they won't fucking send me my shit. But he sent me motherfucking
I
pictures.
feel like he just wants to say that I was ugly. He just didn't want to tell you your
Listen,
girl was ugly.
listen, you ain't ugly. You ain't never.
Cause all your pictures came through. Every picture you was in.
No, that was just one picture. Just
You
one
were in
picture.
the brother's picture. You were in the bride's picture. You did a picture
But
with.
I never got that picture.
I thought you sent. I thought she got that picture. You sure?
I
Because I feel
don't
like
know.
you sent that to me.
I've sent you the one with the brothers.
I got that
And
one, and I could have sworn I got the one with you and Rashida.
I never gotten that one.
I'm gonna check my phone. Did Rashida
You
send
go
it
ahead.
to me?
If she did, then that's her. But I'm not. Me never got it.
I'm gonna check. My
Maybe she hold on to because my homegirl, she fucks with you heavy, bro. Rashida fucks with you heavy,
Let me
boy.
tell y'all how wonderful the male charm is. Let me tell y'all how.
Go ahead now.
It's
Go
hard
ahead.
for. I'm just gonna be honest. It's hard to dislike me. You really gotta wake up on a bad day and not like me, especially when I'm in my element and she let me do crafts. But it's Kage left to go get what did you get? Water? Because they didn't
water.
they didn't get no beverages for the kids.
That's
And the
too
bride
fucking
had
bad.
3 kids. And so I'm like, y'all ain't get nothing for the kids. So
That was me. That was
Uncle,
me.
yeah, Kage sat up here and brought nothing but alcohol and said, fuck them kids.
Fuck them,
And
man.
so
Courtesy of goddamn Daryl, my boy Daryl.
there's gonna be one episode. I'm gonna interview somebody who does not mention Daryl in an episode. I just need to
Listen.
just one time.
Daryl, my homie. Just know I keep Daryl's spirit alive. Fuck them damn kids. We drinking alcohol.
Then I'm gonna be like, Kage, I'm pregnant. Ooh, them kids.
We for them kids. For them kids.
But Kage left and my name was Texas. By the time he came back, I was by my full In Them Streets name. It was beautiful.
Yep.
And Kage kept looking. He was like, "Who? Your girl?"
Yeah, that's not what we call her.
And it was so funny because he don't even call me by my first name. So it was just like,
Fuck?
and he looking at me and I'm just like awkwardly doing crafts going.
Like we don't call her that. We don't call her by that name. We call her Texas. What? She's like, oh, like you sat there and called her by that name? Really? Okay.
It was the fact that by the time she came back to do the crafts, I was done.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, did you want to do these? I'm so sorry. I could take some apart.
It was an experience that I would experience with Mel 1,000 times over.
I am a fun person to bring to like a formal event.
Listen,
Especially
don't
or like church and you want to talk about people.
don't send out no invitations because I'll fuck around and crash that party. I'm just saying, I personally would do that with you 1,000 times over. You ain't got to bring anybody else in the fucking mix, but me personally, I would do this 1,000 times with you because I love you and I want you to know that motherfucking I'll go through this shit. No. Whiskey not hit. Whiskey not hit your boy. This iced tea at this point. But no, like
I'm gonna say I know when it hits because your eye gets.
I was.
Don't you?
Nah, like I've had a fucking amazing time despite us being there earlier than everybody the fuck
Every
else.
time we meet, something goes wrong and we're locked out of a building.
Yeah.
Or something occurs that there's always one iconic moment of the trip that is like, if we need to be like, which time was that? Oh, the time we was locked out of the Airbnb. The time that the pot got burnt. The time that
Fuck that hoe. And that fucking wiener dog ass motherfucking picture. Fuck you and that damn wiener dog ass motherfucker.
The time there was a on the bed. The time there's always something.
Yo, somebody got popped on that damn bed. Yo.
Somebody had a whole moment on that damn
that
bed.
Ain't no barbecue sauce. That's the only thing. And yeah, listen, I switched that bidet to cold so I can feel that. You know, I ain't gonna explain that.
You put it. Is that why I had to keep putting it to hot?
Yes.
I was wondering. I'm like, is it resetting?
I ain't about to sit here and cook my booty hole now.
You ain't cooking it. It's
just poached.
A warm, nasty. Just think of a nasty motherfucker. You like, you was a nasty bitch. You wasn't excited about that. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
A warm bidet spitting in your ass like, it's like, ew, the fuck? Turn that shit down.
How long was you sitting under the bidet? You
Baby,
supposed to just do it for 2 seconds.
Mind your business. My
You better
goodness.
sit there and let that motherfucker.
You better lay low. Listen, I was sitting in that motherfucker admiring the shit
It
running
was the
down my
fact that
head.
I was looking at you. I was sitting up there in the bathtub, and I'm like, not in the in the bathroom, just like, this
What
is
this nigga
gay to be
sitting down?
looking at. No, you knocked out sleep, and I'm just like, let me
Yeah,
sit here a little longer since he ain't paying
listen.
attention.
Go ahead now. That shit was doing its thing. That shit was
At
making
least
you
it
do it.
didn't sing, because there's one at this one hotel. It sings,
Let that shit sing, boy.
and
I'm
it
gonna sit
goes
there
to
like,
the tune of how the water pressure is going.
listen, that's fine.
I would be embarrassed if you hear and you're just looking at me, looking at you like
Listen, if I can program that shit to sing any fucking song
anime
or
song.
nah, that shit's gonna sing fucking Butter song. Lou Lou Lou. That shit was get him.
Lulu, I got some apples. Lulu, you got some
You
too.
got some too.
Lulu, let's get together. Then we're gonna Lulu.
That is what I'm going to program it to fucking do. Lou Lou Lou.
That's
I would,
gross.
I would listen.
That's gross but
Hey,
beautiful. I'm Lord, 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 Lord.
Lord, listen. Lord, yeah, 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 yeah,
It's just gonna
yeah,
be
yeah,
a South
yeah,
Park.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just gonna be Opposite Care South Park references, and I love that. You know what you listen to my heavenly voice. You immortal.
My heavenly voice and gaze upon my freckles. You have been 3 minutes. Like,
It's the way you learn that through sleep, because you was asleep for most of that.
yep. Listen, I'm listening to y'all. Listen, I don't give a fuck what nobody fucking say. If you see me in y'all streams and
He
I'm not
asleep.
saying shit, I am asleep.
That
But I'm
nigga
going.
learns everything about y'all streams through. You're literally the epitome of the kids that used to fall asleep with the book under their bed.
Mm-hmm.
That's you in stream. I be looking at your stream points sometimes. I'm like, this nigga is racking up and not even earning it. You're doing it the dirty way.
I'm doing it the dirty way. Listen, I have enough. I have enough channel points to shut down your stream,
I
so
know.
you can legit watch stream this episode. I'm like, yeah, shut that shit down, shut it down. But I'm not gonna do that because I'm not a
Make sure I
fucking piece.
pause your episode. I'm gonna pause that redemption on your episode.
No, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do it though because I just like to have it
In
personally.
case of an emergency.
Yeah, in case of an emergency where you're like,
Another
if you're
Life is Strange moment.
maybe, but like, say if you're playing like another game where it's like you have to spend channel points to power you up, or whatever the case may be, then I'll power you up.
You had way too much. You and Daryl went ape shit with that Dragon Ball Z.
Yes, because we want to see you. We want to see you win.
And
I'll
also
do it
Super
again.
Saiyan.
Exactly. We want to see you win. So it's like if you play in the game, just say, hey, spend this channel point, do X, Y, Z. Number like
I'm
this.
mad that now that I want to play it, it's not gonna do it anymore.
It's fine. You're gonna find
It was
another
just to
game,
promo the game.
or oh lord, or maybe we'll talk about that later. But you know, you you give me life when I had none. You give me life when I had legit none to offer for myself. So it's like I feel like
You want to hold my
I
titty?
we can do that shit after the fact. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. I ain't scared. Put that shit on the camera after the fact. Wait a minute.
Hold
Hold
up,
up.
wait a minute. Something
Hold
ain't
on.
right.
Like for real, like you, I cannot express how thankful I am for you because I did tell you like I was legit in a hermit stage where I just didn't give a fuck. I told myself that I was going to not. I'm just not useful in this world today. Not on no suicidal shit. Cause I know motherfuckers be saying that shit and be on some suicidal shit, but I was like legit content on living my life alone. You know what I'm saying? Just going through the motions of life and just, fading away when the time comes. But you gave me value in my life. And for the chat, I don't give a fuck what nobody fucking say. A woman or a man should add value to your life, not take away from. Just letting you fucking know. Should never take away from your value. If you have a woman that adds value into your life, you keep their asses. I don't give a fuck how many times they fucking annoy you. You keep them because you ain't. If you find another person like them, it's gonna be fucking rare. But yeah. Anyway, is rare.
Where
You
did
got
where did the
huh?
annoying line come from? What happened with that annoying line? Where'd that come from? Who
Oh no,
annoys you?
listen. They know. They fucking the chat know when we play Fortnite together, and I'm
Who
just like,
annoys you?
baby,
Yes.
let me put you on game real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, remember when we played Fortnite for
Yeah.
the first time
We played
together?
like last week. We won.
No, I'm talking about for the first time. And then
Yeah.
we just like, all right, baby, I'm about to go this way. It's like, okay, no problem. Pew, pew, pew. What the fuck is that? Orange is blowing up the gas station. Why?
Why not?
Why? Why are you giving them the location?
I'm not.
And then,
I'm shooting the one behind us.
man, listen, you were giving them the approximate location.
Let me tell you something
So,
about that approximate
no,
location.
wait, let me finish. Let me finish. You, thank you.
I just want to know when I annoyed you.
Nah, see, I'm gonna tell you. There was a time where that happened, and because I was the type of person that played to win all the time,
Boo.
whatever.
Sweat.
If I can roll my eyes, I roll my eyes.
Do
Hold up,
it.
this is my eyes
Roll 'em.
rolling. Yeah, hold on,
My eyes roll.
roll them. Like, no, like it was the time I played to win a lot of times, and it's just like, okay,
Boo.
whatever. When I play with Mel, it's just like,
You gotta have
she's just
fun. You
you
don't
gotta
play with
yeah.
Mel, so who the fuck is playing with Mel to win? That's stupid. Let's play to have
Oh,
fun.
well, other fucking people,
And we play to
other
have fun. Who?
whatever.
Name one game where I'm like, we're winning this shit.
Dauntless.
That was different.
No, you said
That
name
was
one time.
different because
We
that was me trying to impress you.
whatever.
And it worked.
You went
I was
out
over
of
here
your
playing with
way.
the Germans and shit. We both had an era of playing with Germans.
We were playing with Germans, but we have a legit clip of you
It's a
killing a
horrible.
beast.
It's 260. Nobody can see that shit. You
Listen,
assume what happened in that clip.
listen, I can hear you. I'm like, you can do it. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I hear you here. I hear.
I
We
hate
hear
that you
you.
remember me singing it.
Yeah. I'm like, you can do it. It ain't gonna happen. It's like you are fighting an enraged beast that has
A
more
behemoth.
skill set. Exactly. That has more skill set than it does base when it has like its
With the
base
wrong gear
uh,
on
with the wrong gear on,
because it looked pretty.
and because it killed me and two other people, it's legit stronger now. It's stronger now than it ever has been.
And I tickled his butt, and it was like,
And you tickle his ass. Yeah, exactly. What you doing with that? Yeah, and you killed it. You carried the fucking team, and it's on fucking this
period,
not
poo.
Discord. It's on goddamn what you call it, Twitch.
Or did I delete it?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, the only person that I have that can sit here and recall this information maybe will be probably Domo.
Domo don't even come to Twitch anymore.
He comes to Twitch.
He does. The nigga has the weirdest
Exactly.
vampire sleep schedule.
Exactly.
Nigga come on Twitch at 3 a.m.
If you can vouch for me, I got a Dunkin' Donuts gift card for you. $5 though.
Don't tell him that.
I'm telling him. that. Don't you
Nigga
dare.
like to harass the fuck out the people.
Listen, he can harass them. Like, listen, I got $5 for you. You know what I mean? Now if I see you, we're gonna up it up to $15.
Not the $10 increase.
Nah, for real though. Like, yeah, legit. Domo's a real one for capturing that. Like, whoever captured that, I feel like it's Domo. I feel like it is Domo who captured that
He was
moment.
so proud.
I'm telling you right now, like, yo,
Y'all were
you out
both
here.
proud of me, and I'm like,
Yes, because you tell me no fucking lie. A creature that is strong as is, right? And for every teammate it downs, it gets stronger. And now that it's stronger than what the fuck it was.
don't look at that.
No, it's okay. We're gonna look. I'm gonna look at that. Now that it's stronger than whatever the fuck its base form is, and now it's enraged, and you are slashing that bitch up, killing it. Killing it. Nobody and it's like with Dauntless, you can always get up. You know what I'm saying? You have like at least 3-4 times to get up because you have that little thing.
Syringe.
Yeah. We ain't had nothing, boy. So that means
I couldn't even
go
pick
ahead.
y'all up. Feels
to
weird
be
on
in.
your nose temple, don't it?
It does. It don't feel. It,
Your
I'm a-
face changed.
like, go ahead
Your
now.
face immediately contorted to your age there. She said,
like, oh
why do
shit,
you
I got.
have...
It's like we could not revive. Everybody drank all the goddamn water to heal us, and Mel took it upon herself to say, "Listen,
Y'all
we
drink
gonna
that.
do it. Drink so no rice." That's a fuck. That was a quote that me and Mel first shared. So no rice. That was the first fucking quote.
They used to be a name in the Discord for the one of the voice
From,
chats,
see, so no rice.
and nobody knew what it was, and I used to love that. That was literally a
See,
game chat.
see, that
But
was me and
you
Mel.
know what it is?
What's up?
As you know, most people don't know the story, but that was my way to get close to Kage, was because his favorite thing to do was play video games, and my favorite thing to do was like read books and go for walks to clear my mind. So I tried to get a game system so that we could bond more.
Yeah,
And I'm not even gonna do the same shit that you just did. Talking some kind of light skinned nigga told her to get it.
you did.
Because a dark skinned nigga didn't answer the phone. Anyway,
I was at work.
so I asked around, and almost everybody else had a PlayStation. So guess what I got was a PlayStation. But
I was at work.
he came from a background of being a gamer, which is why on this channel I always say I'm not a gamer. I'm not gonna be able to tell you every fact from every game franchise since 1993. I can't do it. I'm not that bitch. I can tell you about arcade games because I was an arcade kid, but I
was
was
at work.
at work.
Yeah, I was at work.
Anyway, but nigga, we would act like we wasn't on Discord and phone calls the entire day. Anyway, but digress.
So I
But
still have my
my
Apple.
first,
I still have my Apple here, where I first Discord called her. We slept on the goddamn. We ain't going that. Y'all ain't ready for that shit. Y'all ain't ready for that shit. I'm gonna
that
pull
was
it out.
so cute and gay.
All right, anyway. All
The
right,
damn
hey.
little his little laptop.
What up?
This nigga said he was gonna pull out random shit to surprise me. I didn't think he was this nigga. And it's orange.
This is where my baby came from. This is mine.
This is where my babies come from. But like the first game we actually played together of all games was Call of Duty Warzone.
Okay.
Then the nigga got tired of Call of Duty Warzone and he bought me Call of Duty. So I was learning how to play the real game, but then I found out there's zombies and that was the wrap. And then he got tired because at one point then I would die at like level 12 and this nigga made it to level 46 by himself.
Listen.
And no, but I'm saying like that was our whole dynamic, was find a free game or find a game, play it, see how we mesh with it. New game. All right, we like this one. I think the only time I ever was like actually not say good at a game, but actually was like about that life about a game was Dauntless, because I played that by myself, and then I would play that with like Domo, and then I would play it with the Germans, and I would play it, and then I would be like, somebody would be like, actually my best friend, they worked on this game, and I'm gonna show you how to like do this and do that with this. Oh, you only like working with like slashing? Okay, cool. I'm gonna show you how to be a better slasher. And then Kage would go to work. I'd be sitting up here grinding, boy. He'd get off of work and I'd be like, get on the game. Get on the game. I'm about to shock your ass.
Yeah, it's just like, yo, get your. And then here I am with the fucking hammer. Just like, yeah.
I'm like, you're stunning him, sweetie.
Yeah, like I'm stunning them, and then like you're fucking causing bleeding damage. I'm like, oh, okay. All right.
I'm over here trying to give him fucking hits because I didn't ask the people like, okay, so what if somebody wants to use a hammer? Like, what can they do? I'm over here giving this man advice and shit. He's looking at me like, when the fuck did you get game savvy? And I'm like, this one right here. It's like if you can see me now playing Fortnite and me then, I would probably piss my old self off. But I'd probably also enjoy playing with the younger me. Because I'd be like, I too like to sometimes just set something on fire when I leave, just to be like hot. Nobody gets, especially if there's, you want to know how you know I'm probably gonna set something on fire or tear up some shit. If I see a bunch of like them shield keg thingies, like the actual canisters,
Mm,
and it's like breaking to get shield, and I'm
yeah.
fully charged up. Oh, I'm tearing all that hoe up. Nobody's charging up.
Well,
That's my
mm,
toxic Fortnite trait. I
well,
love to or I'll like hoard a bunch of shit and then throw it in the ocean or something, or throw it out of the circle.
this is new information. Thank you.
Like especially that area where French fry, not French fry, fish stick is.
Yeah, I
All
like
them
fish.
goddamn kegs. Oh baby, tearing all that shit up. I'm gonna tear all this shit up and then hire fish stick, so he'll finish tearing up the rest of the shit.
Like I love playing games with you. I do. It's like
It's
compared
hard. I
to
like to have fun.
no, 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 and because because I play with you a lot of times, like I've grown to like that too. It's because when I played Fortnite, this is around the time where PUBG came out, and PUBG was just like, you can't, like, you got to be on the ball, son. Like when it comes to like trying to win shit.
I have yet to
So
play
it's
that, and
like,
I own it.
see, we can play it. We can play it one time. We can play it
Is
sometime.
that Epic?
Very, um, I think it's on Steam.
I'll check after stream. I
Yeah,
might not
it
stream
might be.
this video.
It might be Steam though, but I think it was free. I think it might be still free. But it's just like because I play with you and it's like you like to have fun, and I'm more so like I gotta win. That was just my mentality and shit. It was just like hey, I kind of want to win. I don't want to lose. I don't like.
Ooh.
I don't like being like top 5 or top 4. Like I want to
But you
win,
have to
bro.
think about it. We were making top 5, top 4 while I was having fun. And then when I
Then
started taking that shit serious,
we start winning, boy.
that day I think me and you played, and it was like, win, win, win. Okay, one of us AFK because we had to shit. Win, win, win. And then it
It
was
was me.
like, we went to go play with other people. And after that point, we were just like, we're not winning now.
Without winning,
We're
no.
not winning now. But
I got the replays of us winning and shit too.
shout out to you. I think I accidentally
No,
deleted a bunch of them because all my
ah,
PlayStation ones are gone. Oh,
shout out to you. It's so crazy because, and I'm gonna say this shit before anything else.
sorry.
It's like, no, it's fine. It's fine.
I think I had my
Oh,
ponytail too tight.
no, it's fine. Listen, that thing look like that. That scratch look like a scratch in there. That right there, right there. I understand. When you look at how me and Mel came about, I had Xbox. I have legit
We
played
both grew up.
Xbox. We both like, you know what I mean? It's like I've had Xbox for a while, but I had Xbox 360, Xbox One,
And I ain't have none of that.
and she ain't had none of that.
I was an HP Pavilion playing the freaking there was this game called Fate. That was my shit. I was a solitaire queen. I still play. I was playing solitaire a little bit during your interview.
Lord have mercy.
I stopped myself.
I haven't played a single game since I've started.
I'm not gonna tell it's a gateway. Don't do it. Especially because you have
No,
a Game Pass.
no, I
Don't do it.
understand. I haven't played because you know how I get. Like if
There's
I'm
even a
playing a game,
daily challenge.
oh yeah, I know. I have the solitaire game. I have the solitaire game. I haven't touched anything because I know how I get. Like I would just completely dissociate and be like, you know what? I'm
It
playing
goes up
this.
to 3 years. You can play from all the days, 365 for 3 years.
Oh shit.
I am in 2021 now.
Oh shit. Go ahead though.
Go ahead though.
Nah, but it's like I went from Xbox. Mel had the Pavilion. Now, when she had a Pavilion, I had my is that Pavilion? Pavilion?
Pavilion,
See, I'm a
pavilion, baby.
Pavilion.
Where are you putting the R? Oh shit.
The 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 Pavilion. Pavilion on there.
Not your Caribbean side coming out. It is not
Uh,
letting me
the,
say this word.
the HP.
There
The
you go.
HP.
We
Yeah,
had our
yeah,
laptop.
when she had a laptop and I had
Did I
Xbox.
know you when I had a laptop?
Yeah, because remember when I bought I had bought Left for Dead and I couldn't play that shit
I did have a laptop when I
because
first
because I
started talking.
yeah yeah
That bitch
yes
was going out slowly.
I couldn't even fucking play that shit because I had updated that shit to Catalina and then just say yo you need Mojave in order to play fucking Steam games and shit. So I bought a fucking game for like $5 and couldn't fucking play that shit. So I
I've been
felt
hearing
pissed.
about this shit for so long.
Yeah, I was pissed. So I was just like,
I gave
whatever.
him $5 and everything. He still got mad at me.
I was mad as hell. Like, bruh, some bullshit. So it's like, it is what it is. So I had Xbox. Mel had motherfucking the HP, but then she switched over to goddamn PlayStation. Like, yeah, we could play some games together and shit, but it wasn't like
It ain't
as
nothing like now.
ain't nothing like now, man. Like we had goddamn Call of Duty and like Apex,
Fortnite,
Fortnite,
Apex.
all the basic shit.
There's one more.
Um,
There's one more. Dauntless.
Dauntless, yeah, hell yeah,
And
hell,
Dauntless
that
changed like
20 fucking times over.
Dauntless. When they finally made it crossplay, then that was when we left Call of Duty and we went to start playing Dauntless.
Yeah. Facts.
Because
Yeah.
originally it was like you can't play with anybody else other than different system, and they changed. That was the first one to change, and that's when we're like, if they do this to other games, nigga, we in there.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, like we even tried to do Arc at one point.
Ooh.
We tried to do Arc
Shout
at
out
one
to the
point.
amount of times we bought Arc and how many times we've downloaded Arc.
Fuck,
I've definitely paid for Arc either 2 or 3 times.
listen,
I
and
have it
I'm
on
still
Steam. I have it on Epic. I have it on PlayStation, and I have it on Game Pass.
see,
And you can't cross-play that whole. Like you can't sit up there. It doesn't cross-save.
it does not cross save at all.
God,
man.
if they would make that if they can make you make an account. Oh, they would. They don't know how much money they would make. They think
would
that they want that extra. They want that 40 each time. But could you imagine if you could buy the DLC and you just keep adding on like The Sims? I would spend
exactly,
so much money.
exactly. It's like we went through. It's like you look at the shit and it's just like, all right, she had HP. I had Apple.
He
She
was a
had
boy. She was a girl.
it. She had PlayStation. I had
I had
Xbox.
Xbox. What more can I say?
And then she had PC, so I was just like,
She got a
shit.
PC.
But it's like
He
when
got one
she had
too.
no, see, that's the thing. When you had PC, I was just like, maybe there might be more options. But then it's just like you're playing all these games and shit. I'm like, I can't even play these shits because I have Xbox. I was like, fuck. And then my Xbox started being on some bullshit with just like, yo, yeah, every 2 or 3 times you turn this on, bro,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna factor a reset. So you're gonna have to like
Yeah.
put in your stuff again, bro. So I was just like, you know what?
Fuck that
Let me
bitch.
get the let me get the Xbox Series S, the Series X, or whatever the fuck newest shit that
Mm-hmm.
they had out there. And it's just like I can either spend, and at the time they were out of stock.
They were out of stock for like a
They
year.
were for like a
Because even
fucking
I
year.
tried to get you one, and I was like, I'll get it and I'll ship it at this point.
Bruh, I appreciate that you didn't. I'm glad that you didn't. Because let me tell you this shit right now. Because I'm looking online, they were selling that shit online for like $1,000 because the scalpers buying that shit, selling that shit for $1,000 on eBay and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Walmart was not even close because they had third party sellers. They know that they selling the shit for fucking $500, but then the third party sellers are selling shit for like $800, $900.
I
So
found
I
one
was like,
for
you know,
700, and that shit had me cracking up. I was like, for a game system, that's
for a game,
399
for
or
a
499.
game, yeah, for a game system, and you have to, and on top of that, you have to have freaking Xbox Live or Game Pass
Or else
to
is the
play the
point.
shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That never
Was
made sense to me. Like, I get it makes the money, but I think that's the most that like when people say capitalistic bullshit, that's some capitalistic bullshit. Like
exactly,
it's just like the
exactly
Wii. The Wii is obsolete now. But it
as
could
fuck.
but it could still work. It just doesn't make sense to me that it's like, yeah, you can connect it to the internet, but you have to pay to play the games that you own.
Exactly, made no fucking sense.
Like,
When I
bitch, what's
had got
this disc for then? Why did I pay for the disc?
exactly.
Sorry, I apologize.
No, and it's valid too, because it's like it's so crazy
Them
because like
can't fix my face now. I'm pissed. I'm like, that really pissed me off because that was at one point that was my only game system.
now you gotta pay
They
extra,
took that from me.
motherfucker.
Oh my god, that shit pissed me off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Listen, I'm glad that I'm
Shout out
glad
to the
that
divorced parents.
let's go. Yeah, say you have daddy issues
Either get
without
two
saying
parents or a we.
say you have daddy issues without saying you got daddy issues.
Oh,
Like
baby,
I
I
got
got all the issues. I got all the good
yeah.
ones.
Listen,
I got all the hits.
all the hits in the guy. Tell me how am I supposed to live without you? Time.
But now
See
you
that
got your own PC.
got my own
Got
PC,
your
and it's
own
like
setup. You got your own
oh my,
big gamer nigga setup.
yo, and it's all thanks
All
to
your
Mel.
shit
I don't
light up.
yo, it's all thanks to Mel too, because it's like honest to God, it's like I was not thinking about getting a PC at all. And then Mel had like, told me like, hey, she got PC, and I'm like, all right, well, whatever, it is what it is, whatever's clever
Good,
for
good
my
for
boy,
you.
right?
I'm
And then
I'm
you
proud
had,
happy for you. And then I'm
and
like,
then you
they
over
got
here,
this game with this perk when you play it on
right?
PC.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been playing PC for so long. Well, not even so long. For a short amount of time, I forgot what it's like to play on fucking controller.
It's the fact that you had an attitude. I found my PlayStation. You just like, man, I'm not. Where's my keyboard, man? It's like your keyboard.
Keyboard. I've been playing Destiny 2 on fucking on
Keyboard.
controller for so long. No. That's the
That's
thing
the
though.
game that you play on controller.
That's the game I played on controller forever because I played Destiny 1 on controller, played Destiny 2 on controller, played that shit the entirety of its time on controller. And then and because I kept damaging my fucking controllers,
I
Mel was just like,
wonder why.
man, listen, I wasn't rage quitting or nothing, but it couldn't handle me, right? My controllers couldn't handle me. But I switched to mouse and keyboard, baby.
Nigga be doing 6 raids a day, then looking at me like, is it good for you?
Is it good for you? Like it was for me. Because it's like, bruh, it's so precise. And it's like I hated mouse and keyboard, but I hated mouse and keyboard because I can play mouse and keyboard on PvE on that. But now that I'm able to play that shit on PvP, oh boy, y'all can't tell me shit. Y'all can't tell me shit. Some games I can't play mouse and keyboard. I will not lie to you. I'll play
Rocket League.
yeah, Rocket League on controller. But baby, the
Fortnite.
way how Fortnite is mouse and keyboard. Mouse and
Subnautica.
key mouse and keyboard. Mouse and keyboard. Definitely.
Get
But
stuff.
I think mouse and keyboard. Mouse and a lot of the games is mouse and keyboard. Only game is going to be what you call it? Rocket League. That's it. And but nah, it's like you look at me and Mel and it's just like, yo, we came from two different worlds and then we came together and like, okay, this is it. It's like when HP, HP, Apple. I didn't like Apple, but because everyone was just like, you should get an Apple because it's great. I listened to motherfuckers and I got a fucking Apple. HP, Apple, PlayStation, Xbox, PC,
Gaming PC.
gaming PC. And I never turned back ever since. Never turned back. You know what I mean? Like I can, and it's like I can play a game right here on this fucking monitor, go on this monitor, and be like, listen, matter of fact, let me refresh the page because you can't do that on goddamn Xbox. So your delivery is gonna be there from 4:30, between 4:30 and goddamn 8:30. I'm gonna let you know when.
Oh, then it's just the delivery driver then.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, baby.
Yeah, you're welcome, baby. And on top of that, Mel had got me a goddamn 4 terabyte fucking hard drive on my goddamn birthday last year. I don't think I ever told. I'll be alright. I'm still sitting here trying to devour all the. See, I have to. I gotta make up for that.
You
You know
don't.
what I mean? In more ways than one.
You do.
Right now,
You just bought me sticky notes.
for $8 at the random McDonald's.
It's the way you reacted. Wait, why'd you buy this? Your birthday present. I just didn't wrap it because I had to make it through customs. Well, not customs,
It,
airport be
yeah,
tripping about shit wrapped when it's not Christmasish. Nigga looking at
man,
me like, what you want?
I'm
Nothing. It's
grateful.
your birthday. Enjoy.
I'm I'm forever grateful because let me tell you my worst gift that I've ever gotten in my life.
Was it the fork and knife set?
Hell no, not from you.
Damn.
The worst gift I've ever gotten in my life was $2.14 in a birthday card.
They did not put that change in that card.
They did.
They did not put the 14
They
cents
I
in your card.
promise you
It
they
was
did.
at least it was a check, right?
No,
It doesn't even work. So it's like it's not even your
no,
birthday.
no, legit. If I reach out
Eh,
to that person right the fuck now, they'll be able to tell you like, yo,
Who
they really
was
did.
it?
It was my former best friend. Yeah, the best friend that got with my my girl best friend that got with my male best friend. After I told my male best friend like, yo, chill out with that because you know what I'm saying, chill
You're not
out.
the same because I be trying to put my best friends together.
I don't know.
You like,
I
hey
don't.
boy, best friend. You like my girl, best friend?
Yeah, but no. See, I had told him
Y'all
off
want to be
gate
my
like,
sister, ladies?
nah. See, I had told this nigga like, you know what I'm saying, like,
But
you know,
yeah,
chill with that.
your best friend, boy, best friend was a hoe.
Yeah, he was a hoe. He had cheated on her and everything, and then it's like, nah, well, you
Now you
fucked up.
looking at me. Now guess who told you he was a hoe?
Exactly.
What I told you, and when did I tell you? When I told you.
Mm, like, I had, I legit got $2.14 because at the time
That bitch.
McChickens was fucking $1.07. So
That's
she
okay.
gave me
That's cute. That's cute.
that's cute, but it's just like, bitch, like
That's
really?
okay. In that sense, that's cute because you still to this day do that. You have a bag full of McChickens right now on your bed.
Yo, edit that part out, please, yo.
I'm not going to.
Man.
And they're gonna go right back to that nigga did pull out a bag of McChickens
I did pull
for
out a bag of
McDelivery.
McDonald's.
Did you get you a cookie
McDelivery.
too?
Not it. It's a
Aw,
McDelivery. It's a McDelivery for those.
for your McChickens.
Yeah, it should be a McPickup because it
I
was not a
know.
McDelivery.
Did
Like
you
the
go
fuck?
to McDonald's hamburgers?
No.
You went to the other
Yeah, I
one?
did. I got a double cheeseburger. I got a
No. Did you
McDouble
go to the McDonald's that says McDonald's hamburgers?
all the time. All yes, hell yes. Where
Oh.
the hell they get the chicken from? If it's you know what I'm saying? If it's a
I'm just
hamburger,
confused why yours says hamburgers. It does not make sense to me. Why is it
it
McDonald's
doesn't make sense.
hamburgers?
And they sell
Especially
goddamn.
and especially the fact that I wanted chicken nuggets and you were like, yeah, they have those there. They shouldn't because that's off
Yeah.
brand. All right, we're gonna shut this down because if not, I need to tell you something about yourself
Uh
when we get
oh.
off this camera.
Uh oh.
You not in trouble?
Oh shit. Nah.
No, you too,
Give me.
babe. Oh
Nah.
my
Yeah.
lord. All right, you ready? I'm gonna ask you the two favorite questions at the end of the segment. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, first question, which used to be the first question, but I like doing it at the end now. It's kind of funner.
Gotcha.
Do you have anything or anyone or any idea process that you want to dedicate your episode to?
Hmm. Not to sound cheesy.
Oh lord.
Not to sound cheesy. But I dedicate this to everyone in this chat.
Watch this be the one time the one's in chat. There's like a power outage or something, and I'm just live for no reason on a generator and a prayer.
Where I dedicate this to everybody in her chat. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna say this right now. If it wasn't for the marriage of Mel and Darrow, the marriage of Mel and Darrow,
The
because
short-lived 5 month
the short
marriage of
lived.
Mel and
You
Darrow.
know what I'm saying? It's just like I wouldn't have never have been like, okay, you know, like, hey, this is all of like this is a test. Yeah, not a test, but it's just like, you know, y'all had, you know what I'm saying, y'all do what y'all do and shit like that. But the reason I say that shit because like I technically was not a people person. I fucking hated people. And I dedicate this to the chat because it's like whoever is watching is probably people that I have either talked to, either in stream, outside
Discord,
of stream, Discord,
other
or
streams,
or or other streams,
in
or just like
games.
in games, or soon to be streams and shit like that. So it's like all of you guys, y'all played a big role in in our relationship because it's like there's times where me and Mel will be like just chilling in our
Mm-hmm.
server, chilling, and I'm like, hey babe, yo, you want to go to like your server or XYZ server,
Fuck
you
no,
know, so can,
I don't want to go over there. Fuck.
and if she's and if
No,
she says,
it's the way he looks at me. Be like, you sure you don't want to go?
you
Just
sure?
say you want to go be social.
Yeah, listen. If she want to be social, she should be social. She should because I'm not. I used to be the type of person who was just like, listen, no, I'm not gonna say I used to be, but in my relationships, I was not granted that. So I don't want her to be like, you don't let
I
me
can have
see my
friends.
friend exactly. So I'm like,
Your man can't
hey,
let you have friends.
exactly, and that's how problems start, honestly. But besides from that, it's just like I try to be honest with you, like, hey, have friends. I want you to be able to like, talk to people if you're having an issue, not with us, but if you're having like a situation, like, you can talk about these situations to your friends and shit. You
Kage
know what I'm
said I
saying?
can't talk about me and his problems with y'all because
Listen, yeah, you can't. You talk to that shit with me. We gotta talk about that shit. Don't let these
you better
motherfuckers
lay low.
exactly now.
You
You
toxic.
better oh, it's hell, baby. That's why I love you.
Your
That's
love is toxic.
I'm saying, man. No, like legit. Anything you have a problem with me, you can talk to me directly. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to me. It's literally giving talk to me like a man.
No. Listen, talk to me however you want to talk to me, man. I'm open. I'm open. You know what I mean? Open door policy type shit, man. It's like, of course, there's things that you would suggest that you would want to do, and I do say no. But like, we had this discussion yesterday. It's like, I don't do it to run your life, but I just do it because it's just like I've been in this situation where if you give a person an inch, they take a mile. Now, granted, you don't give me that reason. You don't. But because I've grown up in that environment, it's just like, and again, I'm still learning from that shit. I'm just like, nip it in the bud before it starts. Nip it in the bud before it starts. You know what I mean? Like, I love you to death. Like, well, I love you to life. I love you to life. How about, is that okay? That's a better thing. I love you to life. And I don't want nothing to come between us or nothing to harm you in any way, shape, or form, because then I would have to, well, seeing as though we're both some vengeful spirits, we would both have to fight them until the very end, type shit. But yes, go ahead and apply your. You know what? You're motherfucking right. Let me go ahead and reapply. I believe. Go ahead, yeah, go ahead now. But yes, I would like to dedicate this episode to everybody in this chat. Without you, whether your role is small or large, doesn't matter. You played a part in showing me that there's more to life than just being a hermit, more to life than being just this small section in life. And that's what made that helped me meet Mel. You know what I mean? And I love y'all. Even though I don't come in and then say nothing, I lurk because I care about y'all. Now those who means harm, I will find y'all. And I'm gonna bite your damn toe.
What if
I'm
they
gonna
like
bite
that shit? We got some foot fetish folks in the community.
you. Never mind then.
I'm just saying.
Never
Might
mind
want to
then.
hit
You
an
work.
elbow or something.
I'm gonna hit you in the goddamn
Hit
weenus.
him in the funny bone.
I'm gonna hit you in the funny bone that's not so funny. Everybody know that that's my honey. And I'm gonna tell you, my baby is funny, but she's also punny. What do you call a deer with no eyes? I have no idea. I don't know. I'm done. And what's your second question, honey bunny?
I'm gonna
Before
change
we,
it. It usually is how are you?
listen. I'm fine.
I don't
I
believe it
am
because of the faces you made, but okay.
because I'm hearing a voice that should have been a text message.
Ah, gotcha, gotcha. Well,
This says,
we're about to end.
what this says he eats.
It's okay. We're about to end. Thank you for being my guest. I love you a lot.
I love you too.
Even
You're my, you,
even
yes,
if
you're
you are you and I am me and we are we.
my corazón.
Tu problemcita. Sí.
Sí, sí,
La
sí.
vaca. La vaca. El sondito. La vaca.
Oh!
Oh, mi corazón. Thank you for being a guest. I thank you for actually you pushed your day up. You're like, now I want to do this today. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Because who knows what tomorrow brings, you know?
Who
For
knows?
tomorrow isn't promised. But you know what is? A tomorrow thought.
Oh,
Ah!
hello.
I can't do
Hello.
my own outro.
You, there's a zombie just right outside the house. You know what? Yo, like, yo, I was doing some shit, yo. God damn. Just all here getting fucked up. Like, alright, yeah.
Niggas ain't playing fair.
I see. Oh my god. Man, what is going on out there? This is a trap.
It's one word, baby. It's one word. Stay inside. Stay inside.
He's like, are you coming home, dear? Just like...
Oh my god.
Listen, you ain't
Hey, I got my sword back.
supposed to be outside right now. She's just like,